birds and the geese were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk. Animal crackers, bears and tigers, haunt me all day. And whenever I am at a swell cafe, say all I order is animal crackers, firecrackers won't do. Goodness gracious, I'm no chump, I just bit off the camel's hump. Animal crackers, I love you. I went to the animal fair, the birds and the geese were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk.
Don't burn your water.
So it's been 10 weeks.
Yep.
You remember how to do this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not scared.
All right. You ready?
I'm not worried. Yes.
Going down in 3, 2.
Hello, Lynch. What's up, man? Hey, I need to know how to do an open. I'm just fucking with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and in your face right now. Barry Horowitz is going to be coming at you very soon. Plus, we're going to break down the stomping grounds and what the fuck is up with this mustache.
Keep it on for the beginning. Well, welcome back to the Loki and Jabroni Show.
I like to laugh.
I am Jabroni here with my co-host Freddie Mercury.
No.
Right said Fred.
There you go.
There you go. You are too sexy for that shirt. I will say.
Or the white.
Who was the other one?
It was the co-host of Family Feud.
Oh, Steve Harvey.
There you go, white Steve Harvey.
He's going to announce Miss Columbia anytime now.
I can't smile with this thing, dude.
So, okay, guys, we ran a little late. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put all the other bullshittery aside.
It's not bullshittery. It's our show.
It isn't. But we're just
beer on my fake mustache.
we're dialing up the phone right now. We're going to get Barry on the line. And guys, it's Barry fucking Horowitz, man. It's going to be fun. And I'm not quite sure what the problem is. You want to talk about the Wi-Fi at my house? I can't even get the phone to ring.
I think it's because your phone is trash.
Could be, or it's maybe everything else is trash.
See? No, I'm serious. Look,
Can't I
I'll,
you know
I'll
what?
open this up for the view. See,
Do what you got to
right
do.
here, right, and then
I got full Wi-Fi Jones.
I do. I got full LETE,
Mm-hmm.
and then I boom right there,
Well, that's fantastic.
and
isn't
then 27. That's the shitty part. Is
Mm.
I only have 27%.
it? Yeah, look, call failed. How about that? Well, why don't we try that again?
Well, here, I guess
Oh.
we'll have to try this one.
Don't get me started. Just don't get me fucking started tonight. All right, you know what? Here, fuck it.
Yeah, but see, your mobile shouldn't have to do with your, what you know what I'm saying?
You know what? And neither should. I'm not even.
Yeah, but
don't.
Wi-Fi hasn't.
don't get
doesn't
me
have
started.
To do with mobile.
I'm not having it. There's the phone number. If you want to try it, let's
Is he
just
gonna
get him
answer
in.
it? Is he gonna answer?
Of course he's going to answer it. He's expecting the call. If he doesn't, we have a fucking problem on more than one level.
Yes, connect to the Bluetooth then.
I'm connected to the. Oh, yeah, Mike does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Bluetooth's gonna blow me the fuck up.
Yeah, and therein lies the problem. We want to complain about the fucking Wi-Fi. Here we are, and we can't get our guest on the line. How cool is that?
All right, so am I looking for?
Do you have something to charge that with?
No. Did you tell me to bring a charger?
No, I didn't. Again, I'm just look. I'm rigged up. I'm gonna try it again. You know what? Fuck it. Here's the number.
So, yeah, but what do I need Bluetooth for? If I'm just you're plugging
To
into
rig
that,
into the new system that so everybody can hear him.
right? What you plugged into?
I'm plugged into the thing over here. My phone. I got a lightning connection.
Oh, I got you. No, I understand now. I understand what you're saying. Okay, so I'm Bluetoothed,
Okay, good.
but I don't understand what I'm looking for on Bluetooth.
Okay.
Is my phone hooked up to your Bluetooth? Because I'm getting ready to call him.
And okay.
No? Yes?
Wow. Okay.
What am I looking for? Elantra? The JBL Flip 2?
Roadcaster gimmick Schnabitz Fernum on the Bluetooth.
I'm looking.
Let me.
Oh, I think I got it. No, I got Chris.
You're hooked up to me.
I found Chris.
Okay, so I am unconnected somehow from the Roadcaster.
Yeah, he just disconnected you.
Great.
Hold on. Let me scan. Let me rescan. Don't you love technology?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm looking.
Well, if you
found the
guys out
Elantra.
there have nothing better to do,
I found the Elantra.
go to LokiandJabroni.com. Look at our affiliates. Buy some shirts at cafepress.com
And make sure
/Loki
you do that. Okay, here we go.
Just do a lot of stuff because right now we could use all the help we can get.
No, I don't got you, buddy.
Wow, okay.
I got nothing.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Scan again. Scan again. And this is an Android. And this is spectacular.
Wow.
Nobody.
Wow.
I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Is your phone hooked up to that? If your phone is hooked up to that, why don't you call that number?
Mm-hmm. Let me write down the number for you, my man.
I got it right here.
Oh, well, I don't want to yell it out over the fucking airwaves for people to be, hey, we got the fucking phone number now.
All right, so while we're going to break, while we're figure this shit out, there we go.
Go ahead.
So, there you go.
Whenever you're ready over there.
Reaching out for it. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna hook up the phone. We're gonna get a hold of Barry Horowitz, and we are going to do what we call a filler here. So I have actually been all over the whole tweeting, society. I don't do the Facebook thing anymore, and you know that. And I'll tell you what, it's funny because I really feel like relationships and social media should not go hand in hand.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Do you feel me on this? And the worst part about it is if you're ever going through a breakup, right? If you're ever going through something where somebody is, and you guys have fucking memories and whatever it may be, when you have this and you have the social media aspect of it, I mean, you guys know it, especially Facebook. Facebook's the worst because what is the first thing that they turn around and they do? They're like, hey, memories. Here's a memory. And what's the first thing you turn around and you do? You tag that person.
Well, that's just Facebook fucking with you, I think.
No. It's not just Facebook fucking you because it's the only one that does it.
Fucking with you, not fucking you.
No, exactly. But does Twitter do that? Does Instagram do that? No.
I can't say that they do.
I'm a brand new Instagrammy, so I don't know.
Instagram.
I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? But Twitter doesn't. I've been around for over a year in Twitter, and I have yet to get a memory from Twitter. They have followers and they got this, that, and the other thing going on, but there's nothing else as far as that's concerned. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My biggest thing is, see, Facebook, and I've said it before. Facebook, and as far as I'm concerned, what is that Snapchat?
Yeah.
I think I'm just too young to use that shit. You know what I'm saying? These are aspects and avenues that when people are in a relationship, they utilize these to pretty much let the world know what the fuck is going on in their lives, So when you go through something like this, when you go through a breakup and when you go through everything else that's going on, it gets thrown out into the social media aspect. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I went through something like this. I want to say, before internet and social media ever went through, our buddy Brandon, who we've brought up before,
yes,
our buddy Max, who we brought up before, there was an issue in which I didn't speak for myself. I didn't speak up for myself, and my buddy Max only heard one side of the story. Well, he literally never spoke to me because he heard that one side of the story, but never heard the other side, my side of the story. Mm-hmm. And years later, I found out that he believed that side of the story, and that's why we didn't talk.
It's an unfortunate circumstance.
It's a bullshit circumstance.
I agree with you.
It really is.
But at the same time, it's unfortunate. You can't.
Right, absolutely. But that's what goes on in social media nowadays. One person can say one thing. For example, homeboy kicked me out in the stairs and blah 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 and did this and that and the other thing. If that is not answered, that makes you guilty to certain members of that party. Agree?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate is where we stand in a lot of the social media aspect and a lot of the thing that's going on. You want to hit that little button that right there that says speaker?
Yeah.
There
no,
See?
All right,
That's
guys, we're not fucking around anymore. Here it comes. It's all through here.
Yep. No, I got you now. But we'll pick up back on that. We're gonna pick up with Barry Horowitz right now. We finally got the aspect going. Ed had to get like super sexy, and that was one of the issues.
Hello.
Hey, Barry Horowitz, how are you doing tonight?
Mr. Barry Horowitz, how are you, sir?
Doing pretty good.
We're just skipping over testing for sound. You sound great.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Loki and Jabroni Show. Another fantastic professional wrestler here in our midst.
And you look fantastic too. Can I
Have you
just
seen
say
the
that?
lo-
Yes,
the
I
pictures?
have. I have. You look absolutely fantastic, sir. Let me just throw that one out there.
All right.
No.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay,
We had some problems.
No,
Yes,
we did.
Okay.
We had
did.
a bit of problems. I'm gonna lay this out to you real quick. And I know the last time I talked to you, Barry, we are a little bit subversive. If you feel the need to throw out the S word, the F word, you want to just spill your guts, this is the place to do it. Internet radio, live and in charge, and it's gonna go to audio only formats tomorrow, the next day. We don't care. We're here to talk to you, my friend.
Okay.
So I want to start before Mike starts asking questions. I want to kind of pick your brain. You guys, the WWF, when you were there from 87 to say 90-ish, then you went down south, came back up north. Every time you were on the card, me and my friends would all go together, and you were the guy we cheered for the loudest. F. Hulk Hogan, the Warrior, Santana, whoever. Although we loved them, we wanted to give you love. So we're Barry Horowitz, and every time, with the exception of once, you gave us the little hand in the elbow and the fist up north, and you're telling us to, in your own special heel way, to F off and what have you. Now, I put up that picture about a week or two ago of you and the 1-2-3 Kid on Monday Night Raw. The only time ever we did our Barry Horowitz chant, you turned around and you waved and you smiled. We're like, finally, thank you. Finally, Barry Horowitz recognizes how much we love him. So thank you for that.
Nope. Oh, no problem. You're welcome.
You were one of the best heel characters that I ever saw, and Mike's going to start out with the questions. I have a few of my own, and then at the end of the interview, we have 7 questions rapid fire to go with. So, Mike, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready.
Barry, are you ready?
I was born ready, Daddy.
my God.
I know you are, baby. I know.
Let's get started with the winner, Barry Horowitz. Mike, hit it.
Okay, so
Whoa, not the winner. That's passe. It's Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz.
Mr.
The real
Technical.
goat.
All
The
right.
real goat.
I like that.
When I
that.
get to my last question, Barry, you're going to understand why I think you are one of the goats, and we'll save that for later. Mike, hit it.
Gotta agree with that. All right, so first question: does this statement piss you off? Barry Horowitz is the ultimate jobber.
No, not really. I got over that wrestling jargon that started from day one. That it's just another verbiage of old school. Really, it should be enhancement. I mean, I don't really care. A lot of marks say that, and they are getting it from the internet and what have you. But it's just an old school terminology of guys putting guys over.
Correct.
You're basically doing the job. I don't have time to put over stuff like that. So it's kind of an ignorant thing because it even sounds like wicked a little bit.
Yeah, I like
But
how you say
you know
that.
what? In professional wrestling and actually life, everybody does the job. That's why it's called that.
Right.
Exactly. A lot of first shifters are the jobbers for second shifters,
And the second shifters
vice
are the
versa.
jobbers for third shift, and
Exactly.
all the way
Exactly.
around. We had a term
That's
when I was on third shift. It was FDP, effing day people, because they just thought their shit didn't stink. And we were the ones putting in the most work. The day shift came in, la, la, la. Second shift and third shift were the backbone. And
Right.
going back to Barry's point, there are guys like you, like Barry Hardy, like I can't remember his first name, Warren Wolf. He was Wolfie D.
Yes.
Another friend
Yep.
of mine. Mike Drosy, another friend of mine. Gary Wolf, when he wasn't in ECW, was a jobber wherever he went. And I use that term lovingly because you made the guys you worked with look so good. And I can't remember. I tried to come up with 5 names from the 80s and 90s that you didn't work with, and I couldn't come up with one.
I know. I actually Wikipedia the same thing, and there was nobody that.
Yeah.
Heck, Brian Pillman. When I was telling him WCW
I
was
didn't know
one
this.
of was one of the first ones you pushed over in WCW. I mean, the names in the list, it really is incredible, man. The people that you've actually locked arms with, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think when people actually put 2 and 2 together and see who you are, it's almost kind of like what is it, the Brooklyn Brawler. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's-
Steve Lombardi.
Right,
again,
right, exactly.
He was teaching them something while he was in the ring. And I think Barry did the same thing.
Exactly. And speaking of teaching,
Wait a minute, guys. Whoa, I got to stop you there. Okay.
Go ahead.
Please do not use my name and his name in the same sentence.
Oh.
Think about it. It's ridiculous. There's no comparison. Okay. If you want to put somebody else in there, you know, if you want to put other people that put people over, I mean, everybody does, but please put me in the same sentence as Brad Armstrong, Tim Horner, Brady Boone, Reno Riggins, Ben Jordan. The list goes on and on, but do not put me in that one.
May I ask why?
Pardon our ignorance,
Yeah.
and this is what I'm going to say with this. I'm going to say with this. One of the biggest things, obviously, is he you know, and we're gonna go back to what you brought up earlier with the wrestling terminology, the jobs, the marks, and stuff like that. He was one of the original, you know, low guys that would be AKA the jobber.
And
you know what I'm
us
saying?
here in the Northeast, I grew up 1979. I came up to this area, and Steve Lombardi was the most famous enhancement guy until Barry came along. And I love, dude, Barry. I'm sorry, I gotta.
Like I said, forgive our ignorance, and we want to learn from this. So please correct us from this.
And I want to
just a difference.
I want to pat you on the back because once Lombardi kind of phased out, you came in and you were enhancement with a gimmick, which was great. You know, the pat on the back, the glittery vest, everything. Go ahead.
Enhancement with a gimmick that could get myself over, and then also could be in house shows, spot shows, independent shows, WCW, Smoky Mountain, that would get put over by somebody else. Also, see, there's a difference because a real quotations here, jobber, really doesn't know how to wrestle, call a match. He's not a journeyman. He's not a carpenter. Okay,
right.
And that's what you want. Some of these guys, they were needed back in the day, and they had regular jobs, and most of them, you know, they didn't look the part and what have you. I think those days are over now. You may see it in backyard wrestling or a week independent show, you know, wearing spandex from Walmart and tennis shoes, and it's just very unprofessional. You wonder why people knock on pro wrestling or a carnival act. It's not in good taste, and that's why it actually gives more fuel to the WWE and other wrestling shows that do act professional, because then people are going, well, this is the real deal here.
Right.
Look at these guys. I mean, see, so there's a difference.
Right.
Agreed.
And actually, speaking of pushing that forward, leading to another question for you, is there any truth in the fact that the Clique actually got jealous of your 95 push and actually cut your legs out from underneath you?
Not at all.
Wow. Zero?
I've never heard that.
Because, I mean, you know the push we're talking about. I mean,
I don't.
June of '95 when you rolled up Candido and they started giving you,
and then you started winning all these victories. And as a matter of fact, JR goes, "Oh my God, Horowitz wins!" And they literally were pushing that name. And
I bought the T-shirt only because I was such a Barry Horowitz fan from way back. I remember it.
Right,
to this day.
So there is absolutely nothing to that.
No, I never heard that in my life.
That might be urban legend.
I guess so. Well, there we go. We heard it first here.
Right?
I never heard that. I mean, never ever. And I would tell you. Too,
oh, absolutely. No, I thought I found some dirt there, man. But apparently,
haters
not.
gonna hate. Well, I found some dirt, and I might just sneak in with this question.
Go right ahead.
Barry, you've gone by a couple different names in your career. One of them was Jack Hart, which is the first time I ever saw you. It was WWF TV back then. Then you went to Florida, won the Florida State Heavyweight Championship. There was an interview in one of the magazines. You have the jacket on with the heart. On one side is, I think, Percy Pringle. On the other side, I want to say it was Hustler Rip Rogers. Can't remember. I was 12. Leave me alone. But I found out you also worked under the name Bret Hart with two T's. B-R-E-T-T Hart. Is that correct? Is it true you had Nikita Koloff's first ever match?
Yes.
Wow.
That is true.
Fantastic. I've always wondered, and I've argued with friends for years. No, that was Barry Horowitz. No, it was the real Bret Hart. No, it wasn't. Stop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's just back up the conversation for a second.
Absolutely.
The only time I was Jack Hart was in Florida Championship Wrestling. That's it.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. And Jarrett Promotions also, USWA.
Correct.
That was it. Now, the Bret Hart thing came when I went to Crockett Promotions. Vince Sr. sent me there. The reasoning is because I went there when my first career, my first, professional matches was Barry Hart.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that
And then
too.
There was Gary Hart, and he was a heel. I'm a babyface. It was confusion. Nowadays, it doesn't matter, but back then it mattered. So they changed it, and if I'm not mistaken, who changed it was Michael P.S. Hayes.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure he changed the name. We were at a TV studio and said, we're going to call you Bret Hart. Now, I don't know there's a real Bret Hart or another Bret Hart. I don't know anything about it. So, I'm going with it. Plus, it's my first territory, and I'm making, good money and wrestling 5-6 times a week.
Right.
So you can call me Mud, and it doesn't matter. I'm wrestling.
I agree, bro.
fulfilling my
I'm right
dream.
there with you.
So that's it. And the Bret Hart only lasted like 2 years, and then when I went to WWF, they wanted to call me Barry Horowitz. It was Vince that wanted to leave the shoot name Barry Horowitz.
Did you enjoy working under your real name better than Jack Hart, Bret Hart, etc.?
Yeah. I like Jack Hart was pretty cool. Stretcher Jack Hart, that was kind of cool. But
that does have a
Barry
cool
Horowitz.
name.
Yeah, Barry Horowitz. I like Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz, the original GOAT. I like it.
I like that.
No,
And
it has a nice ring.
I'll never forget that magazine. I want to say it was 84, 85 when Barry was in Florida as Jack Hart, the Florida heavyweight champion. And that picture,
was cool.
I'll never forget. And underneath it, I know, back at 12 years old, I didn't know jack shit from Jack Hart, to be honest.
Right.
And it said, I'll never let go of this Florida State Championship. And I was like, oh, I like that guy. And then, you fast forward 2 years, there you are on WWF TV, and I'm like, oh, wait, isn't that? And I'm in my box of magazines. That's Jack Hart. Jack Hart, Barry Hart's, Barry Hart's, Jack Hart. I don't care.
Right.
I'm rooting for him. It wasn't always the top of the card guys that I went nuts for, because when I was 12, I could give two snots about Hulk Hogan. I was all about the guys that worked their butts off to provide the best show.
Sure.
Not me. I was a kid at the
cool.
time. I was all about eating your vegetables and having your vitamins. I ain't going to lie, dude. I'm sorry. I'm going to throw that shit out there,
That's funny.
But I will say, in your NWA career, you had Percy Pringle, which my partner just brought up, which people might not know is Paul Bearer. You also had Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
Loved him.
All right, right. Another legend, by the way. Each one of them managed for you. Now, which one of those two actually steered your career more towards what you were kind of looking for? And did it ultimately help you, say, in the future?
Sir Oliver Humperdinck, with hands down.
I knew it.
I've heard that a lot
yeah,
from a lot of
absolutely.
wrestlers.
That's why he's a legend. That's why he's the unmistakable
Even
legend.
Backlund, when we interviewed Bob Backlund, said
Humperdinck,
was
yes,
fantastic.
the name came up like all the time.
Yeah.
So, so what made him so unique? Because I gotta say, like, I know the word legend, I know the name, but it was just like right out of my era that like I just didn't do enough homework on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Sir Humperdinck, he great gimmick and stuff, but when the lights are off, the camera's off, he's really a smart, intelligent guy. His mindset is wrestling.
I'm going to win
Fucking
this
love
year,
it,
and
man.
I'm going to
I'll
be
tell you
pissed off. I love you, Barry. You're awesome. Next question,
very
if
much.
you will.
All right, here we go. Dude, I love your freaking gimmick. I ain't gonna lie. Pat yourself on the back. I still do it to this day. As a matter of fact,
That's gimmick infringement. Don't ever do it again.
You know how many times I said gimmick infringement when people
He
steal
sold it.
my
He sold it.
He just got me on that. They steal my catchphrases.
Where'd you come up with it, man?
That's a good question.
Actually, I came up with it in the amateur ranks. I did it by, I won a match barely on the mats, and I don't know what made me do it. I kind of, I didn't do it the way I do it now, but it was a partial, and I got disqualified and got reamed out by the coach and yelled at and so forth. And then when I transformation to professional, I thought about that because I was thinking, how could I be different? How could I? And that's what I did, and I emphasized it more.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. When you really like double over and give yourself that double pat.
The vest itself was my
glad you-
favorite.
I'm glad you brought that up because there's two pats on the back. You got your spot show pat on the back, which is, somewhere in Jabroni, Toledo, Ohio, or somewhere in Kellogg, Battle Creek, Michigan. Or
Exactly.
Something. But then when you come to the Spectrum in Philadelphia, or the Fleet Center, or Boston Gardens, or Madison Square Garden, or the Bayfront Center,
The big
in,
pat.
St.
The
Petersburg
big
Park,
pat.
then you got to do the extended pat.
I always-
That's the main
pat.
event. That is the extended Madison Square Garden pat.
I'm gonna give Barry a nod and a tip of my cap real quick. We had a weekend in, I want to say 95. We did 3 shows in 3 nights. There was a Friday night house show in Hartford. There was Saturday night house show in Providence, and then the pay-per-view was in Boston. And Barry was the dark match in 95 in Boston. This is before the Candido run. And yeah,
Boston
you're right.
Gardens, yep.
You get the little pat on the back here, you get the pat. But when those camera lights were on,
Oh, yeah.
it was like, and ladies and gentlemen, from St. Petersburg, Florida, Barry, and your hand went up. You exaggerated it.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you still gave me and my buddies the high hard one that night when we're chanting your
really?
name. One time out of easily 50 times I've seen you, one time you acknowledged the fact that we were cheering for you.
Awesome heel, man.
Well,
Awesome.
you got to understand. You got to understand. Barry Horowitz, Mr. Technical's a big heel.
Absolutely. That's why I said that's the ultimate heel right there, man. Never break the character. Never break the character.
At 46, I get it.
Exactly.
But at 26, I was there and I was like, oh, you know what? He's just giving us the business. That's his job.
That is his business. That is his business.
That one time in 93 at Monday Night Raw in New Haven when Razor Ramon won the Intercontinental Championship, when he turned around and acknowledged us, we weren't sure how to take it. We're like, did we really see that? Is that real?
Yeah, the bad guy just totally gave you a thumbs up, man.
What's your next question? Hold on. What were you going to say, Barry?
Hey, yeah, how about when I was remember when they would do a couple times a year, Saturday night by Vince. It was Saturday night's main event or Saturday night on NBC. Dick Embersall.
Yes.
Okay.
We talked about
this. I was on a
this.
few of those, but one I really enjoyed was I was first or second match with Sam Houston. And who's at ringside? The Boz.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was in Seattle, and I held up on the ropes and called him out. And he just basically, it was really cool because he's pretty smart to the business. He just gave me the look like, okay, dude, I know you're working me. You're doing a great job. And that was it. Because he's lucky he didn't step through those ropes. I'd have knee lifted his ass.
Tied him
I
up.
love hearing stories like
I
that.
know.
I really do, because you got to understand, like, was there a little
They're
bit
all
of...
true. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly. Was there a little bit of passion
Because
behind
they're
that?
all a Shia-Zoot.
One of the funny stories I ever heard was, and Barry, I don't mean to get off topic, but I think it
boy.
was David Manning told a story years ago about Gino Hernandez. He's calling a guy into the ring, F this, and why don't you show me your stuff?
Yep.
The minute he crawled over the railing, he's telling David Manning, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I can't. What? You just called him in here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
But if you have an amateur background like Barry does, you could have tied him up in knots.
Tied him up in knots.
Next
exactly.
question, Mike.
Well,
Go ahead.
also, here's the thing. I don't want nobody to attack me or come in the ring. It's bad, and they got security. But first of all, the Marks don't know how to get into a ring, and I'm going to be there with the lead foot right to the face.
There you go.
I would pay
and
for
then I'll
that.
proceed to push him in and stretch him.
I would pay for that. That would be
There's a
great.
reason I love this guy.
I don't like to do that, but you got to protect the business.
No,
and
absolutely,
yourself.
and yourself.
And
That's
by
what a
the
lot
way,
of people don't realize.
They got no friggin' business getting in my ring.
No, they don't. You're
Stay
right.
out.
You're
Even though
right.
you bought a ticket, you could boo, you could do whatever you want. I don't care if you throw ice at me, none of that. But you don't get in our territory or domain.
That brings up a great question.
Right.
I don't mean to.
No, I want you to say that one more time for you dumb, stupid motherfuckers out there actually listening to this show. This is a wrestler, and he is telling you. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, don't get in our territory. Don't get in our ring. When I watch NFL football and I'm there at Tampa Stadium, I don't get on the field and make the 6 o'clock news by trying to tackle somebody. And believe me, they'll clean your clock too. NFL players. Hey, how about the moron, the owner, billionaire owner, grabs a basketball player 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
And that
I'll
brings
give props to the basketball player. He could have knocked him out. He didn't. But the guy, by not doing it and acting professional, and they caught it on camera, dude could not come He's an owner and cannot come to any of the games for a year or two.
Yeah,
That's what he
What a
gets.
mark.
That's what you
smart.
get.
Mark.
That was smart.
And that brings up something like a point, like if you are a fan of rock and roll and you go to a Stone show, a Kiss show, anything, and maybe they're playing a song you don't like, you don't go up and tackle Mick Jagger or Gene Simmons.
No. Or even,
Sit down,
just
you're
like
gonna
we
get
talked
your
about the
ass
Hitman,
beat.
Bret Hart.
The Hall of Fame this
the
past
guy
year.
came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that Mark got his ass beat shoot style.
yes, he
we
did.
showed his
Yes,
mugshot
he
on the
did.
show live. Here he is. This is what he looked like after the fact, and he looked
was
like
some-
he had gone through the
Yeah.
ringer.
It is.
Some
I
refugee
love
or
that you
some
brought that
goofball.
up. I love that you brought that up because everybody, and just like you said, just because you bought a ticket does not
Yeah.
give you the
Doesn't
right.
entitle you.
Exactly.
You're not a part of the
And
show.
here's another thing. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, I'll just use a couple of guys. If you got in the ring with Bob Roop or Bob
Ooh.
Orton Jr. or Dick Slater
Or
or
Bob
Don
Orton,
Morocco,
yeah.
let me tell you something. You'd be comatose and they'd carry you out in a shoebox.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Mhm.
Don Morocco is not a small guy.
No.
No.
No,
Bob,
one
Bob
of my
Orton,
favorites.
fucking.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Don Morocco was one
No.
of my favorites back in the day.
Oh, yeah,
We're
he's
At
talking-
his peak, he was amazing. It was like, really.
At his peak, he was the real total package.
Exactly.
Thank.
A to
Good
Z.
call.
Promos,
Good
look,
call.
and let me just go.
Good
Go ahead, Barry.
technical wrestler,
Mhm.
drop kicks, trained hard. He was the deal. He's the man.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
and if I may say, his peak to me was 82 through 85, and then now
Yeah.
you go to 87 when he's the Rock Don Morocco, and he just
Yep.
looks like a man mountain of chiseled
He did.
stone.
I forgot
yeah.
he went by The Rock for
with
a while.
Yep.
superstar
he,
Billy
he was
Graham,
Don the Rock Morocco before
Because he was
Dwayne
the
Johnson.
Rock. He
Yeah.
was the Rock.
the
Exactly.
original Rock, and to see,
Yeah.
again, he still worked his style. He did everything right, but Don Morocco
Yep.
was one of my early favorites as a kid. Bob Backlund, Don
Fantastic.
Morocco,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Snuka, Ric Flair. I could go on
Oh,
for
yeah.
days. But
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Mike has more questions.
All right, so
Go ahead,
let's
Miyazaki.
let's see. Say WWE is they're just done. They have nothing else. They put you in charge. What do you think they're doing right now, and what would you change?
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the first part of the.
I'm sorry. If the WWE right now came to you and said, "Look, we got nothing, man. What do you think they're doing right now, and what would you change?"
First of all, their TV is fantastic. I mean, all their shows are fantastic. They're grooming their workers in the performance center properly. As far as I know, I have never witnessed it. What have you? The
Right.
girls, it's a great idea because it's a woman's movement, women's power, and I think that's good because. They're working really good. They're probably, not only look good, but their work is pretty solid for the most part.
They're getting better.
Oh, absolutely.
The only thing I would change, and I'm being partial here, and I'm not trying to put myself over, and I am pursuing it while we talk about this. I think I should be one of the trainers at the Performance Center just
Ooh.
for something, a different perspective. Hey, let's try Barry Horowitz out. Let's see what he's got, his mind, because I was taught by, in my opinion, the best. Boris Malenko is
Oh, wow.
the shit.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't get better
He's
than
No, you really can't.
I mean, I was trained by him.
I was wondering why you
It's,
could take the term Mr. Technical, but now that you actually took Malenko and you threw that there, I'm not worthy, sir. You
Absolutely.
are Mr. Technical. I take everything back. You are absolutely right.
when you get
Between-
trained by the professor.
Yes.
That's
right.
it.
Between
Yes.
Professor Boris Malenko, his sons, and Carl Gotch.
Yes.
Come on now, folks.
Yes. Yeah.
Give me
No.
a break.
No. Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely,
I'm
bro.
not broken. I wasn't taught by some guy that's been in the business 3 years, and then you're gonna. So who's gonna teach the guy that 3 years to how to work?
Nobody.
See what I'm getting at?
Yeah, it's done after
So
3
Malenko's
years.
been
There's nothing
everywhere.
else.
He's been all over the world. He did everything. So the only thing, and another thing, I would love to see is a TV champion.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
remember
always-
I'm gonna tell you
WCW
why.
did that. Yeah.
Right, but Florida Championship Wrestling did it with a trophy. It was like 7 foot tall. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'll never
they carried
forget
out
that,
to the
yeah.
ring. They put it at that thing, which is cool. Better than a belt. I think it's
Yeah, you can't steal it.
something, you wheel it out and what have you. But here's the thing: it adds flavor to the TV. Think about it. You got to defend it every TV.
Mm-hmm.
You don't defend it anywhere else but TV, and it's only on Raw. Every single Monday, TV championship guaranteed.
I like
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it's a trophy. It's
Yeah.
a trophy, and it's a glorified, big-ass trophy. Nothing that you see at a bowling alley or even an amateur wrestling match. It's got to be extraordinary. You got to have the guy Reggie Parks who makes the belts make it almost like the shape of a belt, only it's on a pedestal and it's wheeled out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's done by security and for real because it's going to be, it's going to be tall and big, and
Yeah.
you don't want nothing
Nothing
happening to it.
to it.
And then it would just add flavor to the Raw Raw program,
yeah,
and
make
then
it-
you got something
make
else
it
to
look
play
legit.
with. But the TV championship in Florida and Georgia Championship Wrestling, they made a belt. It was cool as shit.
Oh hell yeah! I remember
So
Arn
that's all.
Anderson.
Why not try it?
Arn
Why can't
Anderson,
you try it
Wahoo
for a year?
McDaniel.
Right. No, I agree.
Everybody.
I agree. I like where you're going with that, man. I think they should go with that. And just to kind of throw off
That's
onto
just my
that.
opinion.
This isn't even like a question I had on here. This is like, you know how the Usos, they take the belt and they wrap it around their neck, and then you got, the strap over the shoulder and stuff like that. Do you almost kind of
does
feel
that?
like that's disrespectful? Or
I
Who
do
does
it.
that?
the Usos, they wrap it around their neck like it's a necklace.
The
Uh,
Steiners did that back in the day too.
No, I'm a real big fan of the belt of a couple of ways. I like being. I think you should wear it
Mhm.
out. It looks really, extravagant looking.
Right, right.
And then I like when the referee takes it, shows it to all four
Yes.
corners of the ring,
Yes.
and all the people could see it. Even the people in the cheap seats, they could see it.
Yes.
But the thing is, you could do a couple of things. You wear it out. You take it off. You could wear it across your shoulder. That's pretty cool, especially
Right.
on promos.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could carry it like a trophy, on the side, like you're carrying a book or something. And then, of course,
Right.
you show it off on TV. But the thing around, no, because it's disrespectful, and also it makes it look jabroni-ish. Like what this is you don't see. Now I'm going with other groups, but you don't see UFC or the WBO or
No.
anything. Guys don't do that. They actually have caretakers holding those belts, especially
Right.
in boxing.
They
That's how I
appreciate
look-
it.
Right, exactly.
Right,
and
and
that's how I look at it.
And we have
that's how I
friends.
look at
We
it.
have friends in the MMA world that have carried championships and have won
Mm-hmm.
championships, and they wear that belt with pride. When they get to the ring, once they step inside the octagon, it's over. Now you take the belt
Right.
off, you sling it over your shoulder, or you do your thing. But on the way out, you're showing people
So-
with that belt around your waist, you are the champion.
Ultimately, you do kind of feel like that's almost thuggish.
I'll agree with that.
Right, Barry?
Barry? Do we lose Barry? Uh-oh. Ed? Barry, are you there?
No. He's
Barry?
still there.
Phone's going. Everything's good. Barry?
We're
We
still
tou-
connected.
We touched... Oh, we lost
I think
the call.
we just lost him. So
All right, we're going to call right back.
I don't think you like the thuggish question.
Maybe. I don't know.
thuggish, roggish, bonish?
Schneemitzfernum.com. We're still connected. And we got a beep. What's going on here?
Hello?
We apologize for the delay. Ed,
No.
you want to help us figure this out?
No, I don't think he's.
It's you just press call.
We
Oh, I
did.
know. We got that.
You know what?
It's all right. We'll
We'll
fill in.
brainstorm.
Hey, you
here.
never know. You never know. Barry might have had an emergency.
Could have.
Maybe the fact that people actually put the belts around their neck might have actually thrown him into a
Triggered him.
fit.
You never know.
It could have triggered him. It triggers
never know.
me. It triggers me. I'm not gonna
pisses me
lie,
off.
dude. It pisses me off. Like, look, Usos, not trying to take it away from you. You guys are great. You're fantastic. I mean,
I was always pissed off at the Undertaker,
But-
when he would drag the belt behind.
the
him.
dragon pisses me off too. It's much like
All right, we're getting him back.
when Shaun White dragged the
Yes.
flag.
Okay, sorry, Barry. We had technical
What's going on with
difficulty.
this jabroni radio station?
See, I'm getting hammered
The
here.
key word is jabroni.
Yeah.
Wow, come on! I'm getting disconnected, and then you call me 25 minutes late. Would you do this to Elvis? No.
See?
Would you do this to Hogan? No.
I want you to.
No, I might actually do it to Hogan.
Hogan,
I,
maybe.
Hogan, I will.
I will say that. You actually.
Would you do this to Bob Orton Jr. or The Rock?
Our producer was late. And
We would do it to The Rock, though, just because he would make fun of us. Much like you're doing right now.
I love it.
Tell your candy-ass producer to learn how to do his job, or he's...
Hey, there you go. There you go.
When I'm done with him, he'll be at Burger King and saying, "Do you want a large or small fry together, sir?"
Onion rings with that. You want the onion ring sauce?
All right, so you were talking about the belts around the neck.
So before we got cut off, do you almost feel like that's thuggish?
A little bit. Maybe it goes with their gimmick. I'm not gonna. It's just my opinion.
No, I
I'm not
hear
gonna
you.
Knock it. It's a tad trivial, but it's not my forte.
No, I agree. And
my cup of
and
tea.
my thing, the reason why I brought it up is because I kind of feel like it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful to all the tag teams before you. I think it's, if you wanna be prideful of that belt, be prideful of that belt. Just like you said, go.
It makes it mean something. Basically,
Exactly.
It makes chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Exactly. So you might have heard of this company called AEW. I know it's just starting to come up.
Jacksonville.
All Elite Wrestling,
Yes.
headed up
Sure.
by Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
And they got some great ideas and things going. Say AEW calls you, and they're like, Barry, dude,
Yep.
we need you. What
Well,
have
I
they
was
been
just-
doing right?
Well, I was just going to say, as you were talking, I was just already thinking of something. I'm going, hey, Cody, if you're listening, you're the only guy I've never met in the business.
There you
No,
go.
I'm serious. I've wrestled his dad. I've wrestled Dustin, Goldust.
Yep.
I've wrestled everybody up there. Everybody that's involved up there, unless they're just green. But I've never met Cody. And no, heck yeah, I would love to. You don't need to make me head trainer. I just want to be part of the puzzle.
Right.
And I would love to work there. So that's all.
Cody,
So
you heard
if
it
you're
here
listening-
first, bro.
Yeah, there you go, Cody. You got
You're
Barry
listening.
Horowitz. Barry Horowitz wants to be a part of this, man, and I think you would actually
And-
fit in that puzzle perfectly, my friend.
And the cool part is about being part of this, and I'm not trying to put myself over, but being part of this or the WWE or my meet and greets that I go to frequently as of late, I look like I could still wrestle in the ring. At least I don't look broken down.
Oh,
I'm not
I
busted
agree.
Up. I take care of myself big time.
I
And
agree.
I mean, my body's my temple. That's for real. That's,
Yeah.
that's a shoot.
That was
Seriously.
one of the things that I opened with, man. I literally, like, I did my homework. I
Well,
looked
thought
you
you
up.
were just trying to kiss my
No,
ass
I
because
was
you were
not trying to
calling
kiss your ass, dude. I
might have been.
Listen. I respect it. I'm 44 years old, and I got to tell you, the older you get, the harder it is to keep your body in
Yep.
shape. So here I am looking at you, and I got to tell you, man, you look fantastic. You really do.
Absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
Appreciate it.
I am very impressed with you. I really
And,
am.
and by the way, two things real quick. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, absolutely.
I'm straight edge, number one. That's a shoot.
Yes.
Number two, if you knew you were going to live this long, would you have taken better care of yourself?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think
Great.
I'd live
See,
past 30.
I didn't think you were asking me questions. That's a good question.
Wow.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I was just curious.
I'm
No.
the outsider on this one. I didn't think I'd lived it past 30. And here I am at 46, and I look like a melted bowl.
I mean, I still enjoy my beer. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not straight edge by any stretch of the imagination.
I just ordered DDP yoga because I'm so sick of. No, stop. And
Better
Barry.
order more than that, brother.
Well, Barry, the motivation was Father's Day was a couple weeks ago. Eddie took a picture of me and my friend,
I fucking love this guy.
and I seriously, I looked like Shmoo from whatever fucking cartoon that was back in
my
the day.
God, Barry,
And
you're
I
awesome.
You look like 10 pounds of horse crap in a 5-pound bag.
I looked like
He looks like melted vanilla ice cream, does he not?
I looked like Buddy Rose in a red T-shirt. I
That's
love Buddy
disgusting.
Rose. Yes, it is.
I don't love them. That's disgusting. And you look like death eating a bologna sandwich.
Really? Wow. All right.
Fried bologna or regular bologna?
Oh, good question.
Fried.
Oh, you're fucked.
I
You're
reached out to Barry, and he's insulting me at every turn.
This may be the first guest we've had that's insulted everybody on the panel.
That's pretty good. I love it.
Sorry.
But
Oh, no, you're
hey,
good. We
No,
fucking
it's
love
great.
you.
You got me going.
You're good.
Friggin' late. My leg is throbbing from a hell of a workout.
I told you.
I'm
told
late
you.
for dinner.
See?
You're just
See?
disrupting the whole.
He's hangry.
Oh, wait.
He's hangry
before
right
we go
now.
on, Eddie, apologize to Barry.
He is hangry.
I apologize, Mr. Barry. Please don't hurt me.
He is hangry.
All right, fair
All right.
enough. Get your questions because I
I know. He's gonna come through this.
Burning.
Real quick, man. Social media, does it help or does it hurt wrestling nowadays? And do you actually
very
wish if you had it back then? Do you kind of wish you had it back then?
I wish I had it back then. It's the thing to do now. Some things you just gotta go with the times.
Right.
And I do agree to a certain extent. I don't agree with. I'm getting off topic here, and I'm not trying to be funny here either.
No.
I'm being serious. I don't believe in the Craigslist. I'll meet you in the back of Kmart when I got a motorcycle for sale.
That's
the
kinda
guy gets
horseshit.
killed. You know,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
ignorant. It's very ignorant.
Yes.
You got to do things right because you got unkind people in this world that are going to capitalize on weak people. As far
Good
as
call.
getting your name out and doing things, it's the thing to do if it's done properly. I'm not into the internet for scanning, looking at everything on the internet, this and that, and watching porn for 3 hours. I mean, I'm not into any of that crap. I use it for what it's intended for. Just like cell phones, they were for emergency. Now everybody just chit chats, they text, they do this, they do everything in the car but drive it because they're on the phone and running
Right about
into
that.
harmless people like me and killing me because you're drunk or just didn't pay attention. You're going down a wrong way in Florida, and head-on collisions are weekly here. So
Scary.
as far as the other part of social media, like when they put out stuff about wrestling, the cheat sheets and the one Meltzer writes and stuff, and then they print it on there and it smartens up all the marks. Don't like that, but you can't do nothing about it. And people know what's going on, but they love to be entertained. So we could pass on that because those days are gone. So for the most part, it's advantageous to a lot of people. I mean,
Right.
you know, football players, basketball player, hockey, soccer, what have you.
I mean, we've made our name in getting wrestling guests on this
Right.
show through the magic of Twitter, Facebook, etc. It's
And
how I
it's
found
funny.
Barry.
It's almost like the
Wait a
new.
minute. You guys made a name. You two will get lost in a phone booth. What are you talking about?
No, we wouldn't. No. I would happen to disagree with that. Chris might, but I would eventually find that door. I'll have you
I
know
get
that.
lost
I
in
will
Target,
have you
I'll be
know
honest.
that.
Wait a minute. You're digging you're as lost as last year's Easter egg. Now,
See,
come
you
on.
got it. You
No,
got it.
I
triggered,
found
and
last year's
now
Easter
we're-
egg about 3 days ago with help from Google. Thank you. I'll have
I
you know
believe
that.
You really got him going. I love this. The real Barry
All
Horowitz
right.
is coming out.
It was in a dumpster behind Big Lots.
How did you know? Oh, you sent me the clue, son of a bitch. What motivation do you have for Inspire wrestlers nowadays? And if they really feel like they're kind of getting the shindig, what other words do you have for them?
I would say, first of all, half of the guys, these young guys, they don't know respect anything. They don't shake their hand. They think
Yes.
they're king shit on Turd Island, and they're not. And it's very disrespectful. But then again, I'm going to go 50-50. The other half are very respectful. Even if they're putting on an act, at least they're trying. It's best to be respectful, keep your mouth shut, listen to everything, go along with the ribs or what have you. Pay your dues immensely.
Big time.
I mean, if I had my way and I was in charge, everybody would be broken in Japan.
Oh,
good call.
fuck
Yeah.
yes.
Set up that
Yes.
ring, boy.
No.
Referee, boy. You
Yes.
don't change or take a shower until the show's over at midnight, and then you get 4 or 5 hours sleep, and then got to do it again.
Right.
Yes.
Now,
Pay your dues. You pay your
Love it.
dues.
Love it.
And you go to the dance. Like I got 2 favorite songs. First of all, I love country music, so
I love you.
I'm a
Love
big
it.
fan of that. You could check me out on the Song of the Year in '95 on CMT. Joe Diffie's Pickup Man. You'll see Barry Horowitz with Billy Ray Mullet.
Yes, we've
Thank
talked
you.
about
Yes, we did. We mentioned that.
That's it. I was running that video. But anyway, I love my country music. I lived in Nashville for 10 years, and I'm a big fan of the country music community. I'll support it. I defend it. And what was going on? See, you made me lost my trend of thought now.
Country music.
Now I'm lost.
You love the country music.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the country music, but there was a reason.
Respect,
I was
motivation,
alluding-
etc.
Do what now?
Respect, the
The
motivation.
motivation.
Oh, as far as being in the video, the pickup man,
Yes.
Joe Diffie thing, I was I don't know where I went with that. Sometimes I get like 5 things going, and I start with the second thing, and I go, hey, I didn't mention the first or the third or the fourth.
I hear you, man.
And that's where I am right now.
I'm on
See?
those pages all the time.
I'll give Brian Blair's famous comeback when he forgets stuff. Too many chair shots.
Just
Oh, wow.
throw it. Just throw it out there. As soon as you feel it, just throw it out there. That's all I gotta
know.
say. All right, so I'll give you my last one,
Wait,
and
wait,
then
wait,
I'll,
before you go, I have a
ahead.
side question when it goes to respect and shaking hands and all that mess.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love that
yeah.
point.
And I
I
don't want
love
to
that
call
point.
it mess, but let's be honest. I have a loose relationship with not only Shane Douglas, who we did work with
Yeah.
right here in Connecticut, and Brian Pillman Jr. Now, they had a dust-up that was recorded. I don't know if it was a work, if it was a shoot or whatever, but Pillman Jr. gave the business to Douglas. He's like, you never respected my father. I'm not going to respect you, yada, yada, yada. Look, if you're a young guy, I don't care if you have a name
Right.
like Brian Pillman
Right.
behind you,
Okay.
you really should respect those that came before you. Like if I
Okay.
20 years ago
Let me
was
cut
a
you off right there.
go right ahead.
Go.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going back now. I
Yep.
realize what I said.
Oh, you
When
go.
I said about country music, the song "The Dance" by Garth Brooks.
Yes.
Also Miley Cyrus, "The Climb."
Yes.
See, you gotta, before you do the dance, before you climb that mountain, you gotta pay your dues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't be in the business 2 or 3 weeks and you're the Southern champion in Florida. Lex Luger. Anyway, you don't do. What the hell? What are you saying?
That's
Anyway,
hilarious.
Nobody said nothing.
You don't do that because let me tell you something. It just won't work. You won't appreciate the business. You won't. You won't. There's nothing about it good. Okay. Now, as far as that goes, you're totally right. Shane Douglas. I'm going to be honest with you. I met him a few times. He was okay, but I've met him recently at some WrestleCons. And you know how guys change over the years? I respect that.
Yes.
That's cool. You change. I'm going to give you a second chance. I'm not going to hold a grudge. I'm going to mingle with you, even if you're acting. But I won't mention names. It'll be in my book next year, maybe.
Let us know. Let us
Yeah,
know.
please.
We'll plug that
Oh,
for
I
you,
will.
bro.
Because I will go to the grave despising and hating certain individuals in pro wrestling.
Oh, I feel
wanna
you in
You
life.
want a friend in pro wrestling? Buy a dog.
You know, it's funny that Gary said
So
something
go
similar.
ahead. Go ahead. I want you to finish. Shane Douglas is a great pioneer of the promos. His work. Dean Douglas, an accomplished teacher. He's from great state of Pittsburgh, which, in my eyes, the only huge name out of Pittsburgh is Kurt Angle, the greatest
Oh.
amateur
Yes.
wrestler, gold
Yes.
recipient,
Yes.
and won it with a broken neck. So
Yes.
Yes.
A broken
I'm
freaking
a
neck.
I'm a big fan of Kurt Angle because he adapted to the professional ranks like a trooper. To this day, he's a pro.
He is.
Look at some of the people he's put over. That
Oh, absolutely.
come on,
Did he
please.
just put over somebody in the last
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. I mean, it was like
Yeah, I didn't want to even go there.
Neither do I.
But
Barry-
no, he's a pro, and I would have did the same thing.
right.
Because let me tell you something, gentlemen, it's the land of make believe, and we're having fun, sports entertainment.
Yes.
If you are worried about tarnishing your name, your win-loss record, and this and that, first of all, there's a couple things. People don't care. That's
No.
number one nowadays. Number two, when you go to the bank and cash that huge six-figure check, they don't say, "Did you win or lose?" They go, "Do you want to deposit this?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
So that's the thing. But the biggest thing, third and foremost, is, hey, tough guy, Vader, Stan Hansen, JBL. Hey, tough guys, why don't you go to MMA? Why don't you go to UFC, and you will get your ass stretched and cleaned in about 2 minutes.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
By the likes of Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
By the
Thank you.
By the likes of Frank Mir,
Bobby Lashley.
Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture.
Yes. Randy
So-
Couture, a friend of the show.
So
Yeah.
you are a Brock Lesnar fan. Let's just put that
Yes,
out
I
there.
am.
Thank you. Thank
First
you.
of all,
Thank you.
I've got a ton of good friends that are from Minnesota, and I like everybody from Minnesota. These
You're the
guys
man.
from Minnesota are tough-ass guys.
Yes, they
Brock
are.
trains his ass off. He's a monster.
Yes, he
does
is.
He does his part and his job well, and he's been doing it a while now, and he's not an Olympic gold medalist, but he's an NCAA champion, and he's
Yes.
been there,
Yes.
and he's did very well for himself. I don't know him. I do respect his work, his look, and so forth. The same thing with Kurt Angle.
Yes. He's a monster. He doesn't have to do much. All he has to do is go out there and throw you around and flex his muscles, you know?
He's the Andre the Giant.
His suplex.
Oh, Suplex City, baby. I love his suplexes.
I want to throw this out there to Barry because I want to see how he reacts. Okay. Brock Lesnar today is the Andre the Giant of the 70s. He's an attraction. He's what you come to see.
Well,
I think he's an athlete.
I agree. I don't agree. So you got to understand, back in the day with Andre, let me tell you something. He would only he'd come to the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg, Florida, once a year, once every 2 years. They did that right. He was an attraction. He was. And then it kind of got killed. Then you had him there always. Then you turned him heel. Then you put him under the mask in Japan, Big Machine or Giant Machine, whatever.
Right.
And that's what killed the other giant, Paul White. You just made him another wrestler. He's not an entity. He's not an oddity. He's not a spectacle. You didn't put him on a pedestal.
Right.
See what I mean? That's how I look at it. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just being honest in business.
Oh, no,
right. As soon as you make that term giant an actual phrase, now everything else becomes part of the circus.
If I can go sideways for just a minute, Money in the Bank was just held not too far from here in Hartford, Connecticut.
And Brock he's owning that. Tell me he's not owning that right now.
Hold that thought for just a minute. My friend Mike Cronin, who is watching now, is in the stands. He's like fifth row Jones. Mike Cronin is 6'6" and a big guy. So throughout the night, I'm watching Mike more than I'm watching the show. Like, there's Mike.
Okay.
There he is again on WWE Network, which you can get through loganjabroni.com/wrestling. Go get the WWE Network. You'll get Extreme Rules
Shameless
for free.
Self-promotion.
Yes, thank you. But I'm watching that show, and as that ladder match is going on at the end of the night, the main event Jones, I'm watching and all of a sudden that music hits, and I'm like, everybody was upset but me. I'm like, this is brilliant. The attraction comes out, demolishes everybody, gets the briefcase. I'm the Money in the Bank guy. That is what Andre was. If you want to call it 2019 versus like 1979.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's also, you forgot the main thing, instant heat.
Right.
Absolutely.
Instant heat on Brock, which is cool. That's what you want.
The problem though is Brock actually has skill.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
yes,
Brock literally can throw.
He damn near killed himself at WrestleMania. What?
Dude, against Kurt Angle when he tried to do the freaking the super somersault. I mean, I thought he did. I was like, oh my god, I just watched Brock kill himself. Like, oh my fucking god.
We gave props to Kurt Angle. Now we're going to give props to Brock. He's been in the business. I really don't know how long. I think
at this point, I want to go out on a limb and say 10 years.
17.
No,
2002 was his technically his WWF debut in quotes.
17 years.
Yeah, 17 years.
We can go 17.
Okay, but now let me tell you something. Financially, and what I'm about to say, financially, plus Kurt Angle has the gold, but Brock Lesnar is the only one UFC heavyweight champion once or twice, and WWE champion more than once.
And I'll throw this out there.
Hell, he was a Minnesota Viking. I'm going to throw that out there because I'm a Vikings fan. No, he was.
Tried out for him.
No, he
was on the.
No, he was actually on the team. He was number 69 before Jared Allen got the number. Look it up. Trust me, I'm a Vikings fan.
No, you're right, but he got cut after the first game.
Right.
Yeah, right. But he was actually on the team.
He was actually out there.
He was actually on the team.
I heard he tried out for him, and they said he's too big. We can't have you.
No, they had him out there.
He actually played a preseason game. Look it up. He actually tackled somebody, and the crowd went bonkers.
But on the Brock Lesnar point, I want to bring up that Bobby Lashley went into Bellator, the MMA, and he was undefeated, but he never got a taste of the championship. Whereas Brock Lesnar goes and he fights. I'll never forget it. I was living in Ocala,
I don't want to get by that motherfucker.
I was living in Ocala, Florida. My brother and I went to a place called Midnight Rodeo. We watched the UFC back then. It was like 101 or something.
Oh, wow.
Who cares? Whatever number it was. But Brock just took Randy to the limit. And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Randy getting older, Brock being at the time 30-ish.
Oh, Brock hasn't even hit his prime yet,
Right.
man.
But that friggin' lunchbox for a fist he had behind the ear of Couture.
Oh.
Amen.
Come on now.
Amen.
Lights out, Daddy.
Oh my
And
God, you're
my
right.
brother called it, and
You're
I'm
right.
gonna give props to my brother right now. He said Brock's taking this match. I'm like, you're full of shit. Randy Couture is a seasoned vet. He's gonna tie him up. Nope. Brock killed him.
Yeah, because he's an athlete. Like I said, how many people have actually won that?
He's a
CM
freak of
Punk
nature. Yeah.
tried to turn around and tried to go to
What was the finish on CM
Yeah,
Punk?
he got his ass beat.
Just chiming in real quick.
Yeah, I
The
don't
Vikings
get that
webpage has
sometimes.
a Brock Lesnar highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
And
2004.
like I said, and Brock Lesnar actually.
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
the jersey. I wanted to get the jersey. It's not available now, but I mean, obviously you can make
How
it.
many more questions you got?
I got one last question
There
for
you
you,
go.
my man.
Because then I got mine.
Yep.
Okay.
It's very, very
By
simple.
the way,
Yeah.
when you said when you said Ocala, Florida, home of Dory Funk Jr.
Yes,
as we
sir.
Yes, sir.
Where I worked, Dory Funk was once or twice a week in that store, and I would talk to him.
Man, did he
And
love the fans.
Oh,
Man,
he-
did he love the fans.
Dory tried to talk
Yeah,
me
he's
into coming to the Bang Studios in Ocala to be a referee, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Little Chris was
Just
hard.
an
I was
awesome
like, "Yes,
dude. Just
I want
an
to
awesome
be a
dude,
referee."
man. Just an
and
awesome
then
dude.
my wife decided it was over, and I moved back north. So here we are.
Well,
Dory Funk Jr. First of all, great technical wrestler.
Amen.
Agreed.
It was a different type of heel. He's a pretty good sized guy when you don't think he is, but he is. Been around forever. Been in a third generation wrestler, and the best European uppercut, aka bolo punch, in the business.
Yes.
When I
Yes.
stood next to Dory Funk and seeing him on TV for
Love the
years and
European
years and years, and even again being from the Northeast, seeing him as Hoss Funk in the WWE, I was like, wow, that's a smallish guy. He stood next to me and was talking to me about being a referee, and he is like just amazing. Even at then, I want to say he was early 60s.
Yeah.
Baseballs.
Yeah,
Oh my God, what a big, just massive human being.
yeah, he's a beast.
Absolutely.
God.
All right, so last
What was the
question for you, my
question,
man.
Last
Here we go.
question for you, then I got
So
mine.
I turn around and I give you a time watch. You can go back and you can change the outcome of any one of your matches. Which one would it be, and how would you change it?
Oh wow,
That's
pretty
a
good.
fantastic question, bro.
Wow, that's a first one.
Thank you.
That's the first time I've been. Let's see.
It's what we do.
Change it. Let me.
Or maybe you don't
I have
change
to
it.
What's that?
I said, or maybe you don't change it to a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
He
Well,
wins the
I
tag
don't
team
know.
title in '93 when I'm in the third
Yeah, I was gonna
row.
say Chris had his own thought where he thought you would change it, and it was the tag team titles.
September 27, 1993. I'll never forget it. Win the tag team titles from the Quebecers. Done and done.
Oh, well done. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, good job.
you.
Good job.
It was the only time
You're out of
you
the
gave-
doghouse.
I'm finally free.
Yeah. That well done gimmick, I would have loved to have been part of it, because think about what I'm about to say. That gimmick, well done, Timothy Well and
Stephen Dunn.
Stephen Dunn, right.
Yep.
Perfect. The outfits, everything. What would have made it even perfect? First of all, I'd love to have been one of them, and we both pat ourselves on the back.
Oh,
Get it? Well done.
yes. Well done. Well
That's
done.
What well done means basically is a AKA pat on the
A
back.
pat on the
Well
back. Yeah,
done.
you're right.
Well
Absolutely.
done. So that would have been cool. But anyway, let's just get back to that the outcome. I don't know. I really don't know. That's really, I don't know.
Hey, you can go back to our website and blog it away if you want. If you really got to
Or-
think about that one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really got to think about that one.
Hey, I would appreciate an answer back on that. How about that? That would go with that.
I'm just going to go
Okay.
with September 27, 1993.
No,
1 3
no,
kid,
go,
Barry
I, Barry, please think about it and then go ahead and hit us back. Hit us back. I would love to actually have you think about this answer. I would love that.
I will think about it, and I will answer you back.
Fantastic.
And Maybe.
All right.
No,
Well,
I'm just joking.
I only have a couple of really interesting questions. I have 4 real questions. I have my case for Barry Horowitz for Hall of Fame at the end, and then every guest has to go through Furious 7, which I changed for you to Furious 8. 8 questions you have to answer rapid fire. But my first question is your WWF run from 87 to 90. You basically locked horns with every major superstar that came across the path.
Yep.
One of my favorites was in his early stages before he turned heel, or I'm sorry, before he turned babyface, was Jake the Snake Roberts. You made Jake look fantastic. But Jake...
Well, wait a minute. I did, but let me tell you something. Jake helped, too, because it wasn't, and I'm being honest with you, it wasn't like an Ultimate Warrior in Barry Horowitz. I had to carry that whole friggin' match. My legs grew overnight in that match.
I was going to ask you about that. Go ahead.
But Jake the Snake is an accomplished professional wrestler. He's great promos. His mind for the business is mind-boggling. I mean, I've got a lot of favorites that got great thoughts in the business. Off the top of my head, Jake the Snake, you know, behind the scenes, storylines and everything, Jerry Jarrett is phenomenal. Jim Ross, phenomenal. There's others, too. Wahoo McDaniels, Michael P.S. Hayes, Mike Graham and Eddie Graham, unstoppable.
Amen.
I'm talking, I mean, these are like master authors of #1 New York Times bestseller list. I mean, just phenomenal. I just wanted to add that.
Sure. And I brought up Jake only because the match that you had with Jake, and I believe it was like...
I've had a lot with him.
Yeah, Wrestling Superstars. I want to say...
He's helped me a lot, too.
Oh, my God. He's amazing. I watched that match.
He knows his stuff now. He does know. He knows that squared circle well. Remember now, his dad was Grizz Smith, Sam Houston, Rockin' Robin. I mean, that family's talented. But Jake, inventor of the DDT.
Yes, sir. Yes, my favorite move.
And it was just phenomenal. But no, I like Jake. I didn't like that snake thrown on me, but it's business.
That was going to be a follow-up.
I don't blame you, dude. I mean, they're creepy-ass creatures.
They are. But guess what? Nothing ever happened, and I trusted Jake.
Right.
He took care of me, and, And let me tell you something. When I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, my first territory, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, owned and operated by Jimmy Crockett and David Crockett, they had a ring where the Charlotte Hornets play. I think that's the
now the New Orleans Hornets.
Oh, what's the name of the arena?
Okay,
I can't
they
think
kept
of it
the
now.
ring on the field outside for us to train in, like you would do it, here and there in the sun and whatever. And I'll never forget. I went out there one time, and I've been, like I said, Malenko. If you're building a house, built my foundation. Now the rest. He can't, because you got to go on the road and learn it. Working with 10, 12 different guys a week, listening to stories, sitting in the back seat with Bob Backlund driving and Greg the Hammer Valentine. They're talking over stuff. Johnny Weaver, Roddy Piper, Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, Rufus R. Jones, Sonny Fargo. You listening to all these guys and absorbing it, watching film, making this a passion, will turn you into a good worker, besides training in the ring, hitting the weights, watching your diet, not having an $800 bar tab at 4 in the morning and then have to wake up 3 hours later for a TV taping. It's not cool.
So you're basically you're basically saying Ric Flair.
I didn't say that.
No,
I said
you did.
He didn't say that. No,
it's all good.
I do like Ric Flair, and he is a good professional wrestler.
Fantastic.
Technically sound.
So he was one of the very few people that could do that.
But anyway, Jake. So I'm getting on the thing. So everything you get taught, you learn this. Jake Roberts taught me to take the perfect body slam.
Really?
Every single time. Yes, he taught me that. And it's one of my teachings when I teach a student or teach somebody. I learned it from him. Picture perfect, tabletop, if you will, every single time. Because a bad body slam, first of all, looks bad. Second of all,
Hurt
you
you.
really get hurt not taking, I call it tabletop,
Mm-hmm.
and these slams. I never even used it in my repertoire too much, a slam guy, because everybody vertical suplex, everybody clothesline, everybody's punching you in the forehead. So when you do a body slam, the proper scoop it up, twirl a guy a little bit, and like drive him through the mat, which made it look really good. That's a perfect body slam, and you do it once. And
Right.
then maybe follow a leg drop or an elbow or a cover, hook the leg, 1-2, kick out, something like of that nature, a pinning combination. That's the name of the game. Submission, tap out, or pin.
Right.
Okay?
That's
Don't be
ridiculous.
dancing.
Who the hell
Yeah,
finishes
you
with a leg
DDT
drop?
You DDT somebody, you don't put your foot on his chest and pat yourself on the back.
No.
It's ignorant. Hook him, 1, 2,
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Okay?
Make it look real.
So, exactly.
Okay.
So, that's my thoughts on Jake. I do like him a lot. He's never did me wrong and stuff. I've traveled with him only once in a while.
His Joe Rogan
and
interview is
he-
like the best.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, he was
is
on
he?
Joe Rogan. His stories with Randy Savage and Andre. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Eddie, apologize to
and I
Barry.
guarantee you, that's all a shoot.
Eddie, apologize to Barry one more time for being late.
Sorry, Mr. Barry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie.
Now, going.
I am the dirt on your heel.
Have I?
Dead
That
from
was
the neck up, Eddie.
having gone. That was the one thing as I've done 3 weeks of research going through WWE Network, which you can get at lokinjabroni.com/wrestling. Extreme
Shameless
Rules is
self-promotion.
free. I also went into your GWF career. Were you the GWF light heavyweight champion? What brought you to GWF, and did you think it had legs? And a second question would be, when it folded, were you surprised?
I wasn't too surprised. I mean, it's hard to last in the wrestling business organizations, but never say never, especially in pro wrestling. I was flattered to go there because it was more TV time for me. There was a lot of guys there I got to befriend. Del Wilkes is a very good friend of mine. I've met him in 92, 93. He's the same guy as he was when he was there. All Japan, WWF. I mean, he's a great guy. He's a good guy. You guys need to interview him. He's the real deal.
I'd love to.
And in his time, he was a friggin' beast.
Hey,
Wow.
hook us up. I'd love to.
I'll reach out.
I
to
mean,
him
come
tomorrow.
on.
The Patriot.
I'm good at giving questions.
Yeah, you are. And the
Come on.
But
Patriot.
anyway.
The Patriot was one of my favorite gimmicks.
So I did like Global. That ring was stiff as hell because that's the original world-class ring.
I was
It
going to ask you
actually
about that.
Bolted to the floor,
Oof.
and if you noticed, you didn't see a lot of big bumps there. I took them now, but you didn't see a lot of suplexes and backdrops. I mean, that was like just falling on cement in the backyard.
Yeah.
Or on a street. But anyway, I did like it. I thought it had legs. At the time, I was working for everybody until they finally said, "Hey, we saw you here, we saw you there." I said, "I got to book me more or give me a contract," and that's what happened. Got a written contract instead of a verbal.
Wow.
And by the way, real quick,
I was gonna say
quick,
written.
I want to get just squeeze this in here real quick and then
Absolutely.
get something else in. But Eddie, for being late, very unprofessional, and I don't go for that, because I'm trying to. Here I am on time, and I got things to do, and I take time out for the local Jabroni show, and I think that's the name of the show.
Loki
Local Jabroni
and
Show.
Jabroni.
I'll take local. I'll
Local.
take local.
Loki and Jabroni. Loki. I thought it was local Jabroni show, which
I'm
kinda
sure
cool
that's
too.
what Chris
But Eddie,
said.
No, it's
I'm
not
pretty sure.
actually.
Pretty sure.
Eddie, I hope you're listening, but you put your brain in the parakeet, it'll fly backwards.
I think he was saving that one just for you.
I love
You
it.
realize he was saving that one just for you, right?
I had that holstered. For
I
a half
know.
hour.
Somebody
know-
has to bring Ed
I know
back
you did.
down.
That was some high noon shit
All
right there, man.
All right, I got 2 questions, and then I'm going to give my reasons why Barry Horowitz should be in the Hall of Fame, and then I'm going to go to Furious. I just changed it. Barry, I said I would do Furious 8. I'm doing Furious 9, but
9.
yes.
The guy's hangry.
9.
The guy is
Pushing
hangry.
it, don't you?
It's
You get
quick.
every
This wouldn't
drop
be
you
the
can
local
out of Barry
Jabroni
Horowitz.
show.
That's what I'm
without it.
saying. The guy is hangry. Will you let him get a cheeseburger or something? What the fuck?
It wouldn't be the local Jabroni show without it. So in '95, you got the push. You roll up Chris Candido at the time, bodied on a skip.
We got to stop right there.
Why?
Did not. Okay. I know my moves, bro. That's why I'm called Mr. Technical there, numbnuts. Now listen.
Numbnuts?
You heard me.
I've been called worse by my wife, but go ahead.
Okay. But anyway, just joking. I didn't roll him up. Okay? It was a 3/4 Nelson grapevine, which nobody uses. Amateur ranks, it's called ball and chain. And I hooked that sucker beautiful. Even if he tried to kick out, he couldn't have.
Understood.
So
okay.
There's a big difference between that and a roll up in a small package and a backslide.
Yes.
And I can go on, but I don't want to lose you in the shuffle.
That's pride in the craft.
No,
right
he's
there.
right. No, he's absolutely right. I've had that argument. A small package and a roll up, two different fucking things.
But now he's talking about the 3/4 Schnabitz-Fernum, and I get it.
He's right. Thank you. Fuck yes. Yes. Yes.
Right now.
Go ahead.
Right now.
Go ahead.
With all that jargon and all that hoo-ha and the gaga and the ha-ha, you're making about as much sense as a one-legged fireman kicking down a screen door in a submarine.
I love this guy. And he's going to be back as soon as I can get...
He's just making the points. Just making the points.
As soon as we can get Barry back,
he's just making the points. That's all he's doing right now. I mean... He's already won the match.
All right.
He's patting himself in the back right now.
All right. Shameless self-promotion. We do a SummerSlam gimmick here every year at a place called The Deck. It's a fantastic place. I don't expect you to fly up. But the Tuesday after SummerSlam, we would love to have you be a guest on the show to break down SummerSlam. What do you say?
We'll see.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, we'll
I'll tell you what.
Correct?
Then you could turn around and answer my question.
Which question?
What's that?
The question
What's the
that
question?
you couldn't
I
answer.
still
The
have
match
two
you
more.
would redo.
Jimmy.
The match that you would redo if I gave you a timeline.
Okay, fair.
The match that you would redo, and what would the outcome have changed? That's the question you have to answer.
Okay, that's fair. SummerSlam recap. Barry Horowitz, answer that question.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
And bam.
That's when I'll answer it.
Exactly.
Recap.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Exactly.
That'll give me time. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
You like
All
that?
right.
You like that? I think that's fantastic. I love it.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it.
We're booking it now. Anyway, the 95 push. I can remember sitting with my friends, drinking a couple beers.
He already classified. He said that was a no-brainer. There is no proof behind that.
No, I'm not talking about that.
So
my question
you're sitting there with your friend.
My question
You're
to
sitting
Barry.
there holding your hand with your friend. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're actually holding beers in our hand, and we're watching.
I'm sure.
Barry
Is that what you
Horowitz.
call it?
Really?
I don't know what you're on, but get off of it.
Hot shit in the morning.
Apologize to Barry Horowitz.
Apologize to Barry right now.
I apologize, Barry Horowitz, for offending you.
All right.
Anywho,
clean yourself up.
Remembering watching you pin Chris Candido at the time, bodied on a skip, and finally we're watching our guy, me and my friends, our guy Barry Horowitz, who we would cheer for, and you'd give us the high hard one, except that one time in New Haven. Finally, there's a T-shirt, there's everything, there's a push. Did you think that there was a future, like you were going to be pushed a little further up the card, or did you think this was a flash in the pan?
I was grateful for what I got, and I wasn't being greedy. Sure, I'd like to have stayed there longer to push, longevity. Sure. I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't try, and I've always tried, and I think that's why I got that opportunity. But I'll take what I got. I mean, I'm not being no hard feelings. I really think I should have been there longer. You could have kept me. They could do whatever they want, but that's fine. I'm happy for what I got. Would I have liked to got more? Yeah, I would have, and that's just being business and keeping your career alive. So there's nothing wrong with There's nothing wrong with that.
I think if they're smart, they come pick you up now.
Sure.
They come pick you up now as a trainer because the knowledge that you possess and even the shit that you've actually spewed out into the show tonight, I'll tell you what, man. I feel like I've learned some shit tonight. I'll tell you what.
Well, you know what? And here's the thing. This is not brag or anything. This is what I've learned over the years.
It's knowledge.
Passion for.
It's knowledge.
And yeah, it's knowledge, and it's the real deal. What I really like is that guys that interview me or podcast, or I know back in the day in the locker room, all of a sudden they're praising me. I didn't know this, that, because your head was in your ass back then.
Yes.
Or I don't know what you were on, or you were afraid I'd take your spot. You couldn't say nothing.
We were marks.
But now all of
we
a
were
sudden,
marks back then.
Yeah. That's a mark.
Yes.
That's a mark.
Yes.
Well, you know what? That's
a limited worker. Limited.
Yes, sir.
I am gonna skip over the entire WCW run. I really
just give him the Furious 9.
Nope.
Just give him the 9.
What
just
I want to do before I give him Furious 9.
Get the Furious 9 before I rip your eye out.
See,
okay.
He's hangry. I told you he's hangry.
Before Furious 9, I want to say Barry Horowitz should be in the Hall of Fame right now. He should be there ahead of Coco Beware. He should be there ahead of Hillbilly Jim.
Let it go.
No, I'm not going to let it go because Barry Horowitz.
Let him talk.
Thank you, Eddie. You're fired. Effective when Barry Horowitz says you're fired.
Tell your story walking, Eddie.
There you go. Producer Eddie Focus has sung the praises of Hillbilly Jim for way too freaking long. Now I'm going to sing the praises of a real competitor.
Go back to Barry.
There you go. Barry Horowitz should be in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2020 for these reasons. 1, he made everyone he got in the ring with look better. 2, on the shows that I went to, say in Hartford or New Haven or Providence or whatever, house shows, where he fought like a Jim Powers or a Paul Roma or whatever and went over and he was the winner, he looked amazing.
And the crowd cheered him on.
Exactly.
I will.
3, because I was out there with the same 6 buddies from 1987
holding
to
each other's beers,
holding each other's beers, and according to Barry, holding each other's hands.
No, that was the same thing.
Oh,
he said
same.
Same thing. Yes.
He's a guy that, much like Playboy Buddy Rose, and I know, again, I don't want to bring up the brawler. I had to say it.
Yeah, don't.
You made...
I've learned my lesson.
Damn it.
My lesson has been learned. I have been schooled.
Someday, Barry, you're going to explain that, but not tonight.
He did explain it.
You made everybody you got in the ring with look better than probably they had any reason to, with the exception of Jake and Tito and Boss Man and whatever.
Right.
You made a lot.
I added to the mix there. If you're think about it now, if I'm out there with Owen Hart or Bret Hart or Jake,
right,
and you got you got 2 good workers, this is going to be a flawless match.
Yes.
We
hope.
Because see, here's the secret that a lot of guys don't know that have been wrestling even 20 years, and they may say I'm a know-it-all, maybe I'm wrong. Don't get yourself over. Get the match over.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Okay, I'm out there with Paul Roma. Get Paul over, get Barry over, get the referee over. Get the match over. Be a businessman.
Yes.
Not a mark. And I got to get myself over. You got to do what Vince tells you. I do understand that, or you'll be replaced. But the bottom line is the secret, get the match over.
Make everybody look good, because at the end of the day, everybody looks fantastic if you guys look like a beautiful show.
Make the paying public get what they
it's no different than anything else. Like if I work at McDonald's and I am gonna dummy this down. Right.
You do. So
No, I used to work at McDonald's, but if I do work at McDonald's, the point is if everybody is on the same page, that is flowing like a masterpiece. And this is the exact same thing. It's the same idea. If everybody can feed off of one another, and there's no negativity. And this is where I love where you're going with this. Because you know what? This world right now doesn't have this. This world right now is all about individuals. This world right now is not about just saying a team. It's about me. And if we could turn around for one day and just take what you're saying and throw this out there and just incorporate it for one fucking day, I guarantee you it's going to be a different place.
Be the guy everybody wants to work with.
No, absolutely.
That's how you get up.
But we don't have that shit no more, man. We don't have that shit no more.
No, I totally agree with you. If you don't mind, to switch the gear to Hall of Fame, there's 3 Hall of Fames that are relevant. The first and original was in New York. They moved it to Texas. Okay. Second would probably be WWE. Third, now this is big. Again, not trying to put myself over, but obviously I don't think too many people know because it was announced Thursday night on Facebook that Barry Horowitz in 2020 will be inducted into the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in Rhode Island.
Fantastic.
Now,
it is on Facebook if all the fans want to look. I'm highly honored. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of people that are in it that are
Right.
relevant. I mean, there's a lot of people are in it, and it was pretty cool. And I'll be at Fan Fest the next day, and it's pretty cool. Yes, I think. Again, I'm being shoot style here. I think I deserve to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
there's some people that don't. I mean, I understand it's Hollywood and stuff like that, but Kid Rock, Bob Uecker. I mean,
No,
get it.
we've
come on
actually
now.
brought that shit up.
Yep.
We don't think that those people actually belong. What we've actually brought up on this show, and let me
Is
ask you
wrestlers.
this. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If we actually came up with a wrestling Hall of Fame, not a WWE, not a WCW,
Yeah.
Oh,
not
that's
a
easy.
right.
Why
know where
isn't
you're
Rick
going.
Martel
Would you be on
Adrian
page
Adonis?
with that? Would
Yes.
would do you think the wrestling community would be on page with that? You know what I'm saying? Like none of this,
Maybe.
Pete Rose and none of this other Mr.
Right.
T bullshit.
Carey.
No, we want real wrestlers, the people that actually dedicated their lives to this
Right.
craft.
Took the bumps.
Thank
took
you.
the bumps.
Yes, that
Right.
is
Now-
who we think deserves
The
to be in
wrestlers
this
should come
wrestling
first.
Hall
Right.
of
All right,
Fame.
Let's hear what Barry has to
Right.
say.
Real quick though, why isn't Rick Martel in there?
Amazing. Why isn't Adrian Adonis
Why isn't
in
a
there?
lot of names
Why
in
isn't
there?
Tony Gurria in
Because
there?
it's about names, dude. WWE right
Tony
now is about
Gurria.
names.
Tony Gurria and Rick Martel are flawless.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
faces, and
Yes.
Rick Martel is a hell of a friggin' heel.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. But what did they
Now,
do?
who did you say?
They pissed
Adrian
off
who?
Vince McMahon. They
Adrian
pissed
Adonis.
off Vince McMahon. So they're not going to
Maybe,
fucking
maybe.
But
I get marks on these shows, and I'm not BSing you. And even out in the street, how come you're not in the Hall of Fame? You know what? And I'm shoot style again. You want an answer? Ask Vince. I
Okay.
don't know.
bam.
I don't know.
No, that is the answer.
That is the
Ask
answer.
Vince
Exactly.
because Vince actually controls most of wrestling right now because
Okay.
WWE
Of course
is
he
the
does.
name. It's the name. He bought out WCW. TNA? What the fuck is
ECW.
that? We want
Well,
AEW
there is
to
no
work.
TNA. It's Impact.
Yeah,
No, I know.
basically,
I
yeah.
know. You're right. But we
I am
want
pursuing them, by the
AEW to
way, too.
work because it's a new avenue for American wrestling. When you talked about people taking the bumps earlier, you're absolutely right. They need to go out to Japan. They need to know what wrestling is about. Japan
respect.
loves wrestling. They are about it.
God, yeah.
Oh my God, are they about
hell
it?
yeah.
Like
Wa-
they're the
They're
ultimate
very
fans.
respectful.
Watch
They
the
are
New
more.
Japan
They are
show.
bigger than us. Like
Yes.
they are huge fans. They love their wrestlers, man.
All right. Before
Also-
Barry gets too hungry. Oh, sorry, Barry. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead, Barry.
Yeah. Impact Wrestling. If you're listening, Scott D'Amore, I'm pursuing you, brother. I need to be a trainer in Impact Wrestling.
You do wonders.
You need to be in any of these organizations, my friend. I'll tell you what, the knowledge that you have and just the heritage that you've brought to the page, people have got to realize this.
Right.
Like you said earlier, 3 years in the organization ain't shit. 10
No.
years
Right.
in the organization ain't shit. You're talking about generations of being in this organization, and that can't be lost. It
Right.
can't, dude. That cannot be lost. That has to be salvaged.
Quick question
Right.
before we go into Furious 9. When you said Adrian, you said Adrian who? And I said Adrian
Yeah, who?
Adonis. Do you have heat? Well,
Wait
he's
a minute.
passed
you said
away.
Adrian Adonis? Wait a minute.
Adrian Adonis
in the
should-
Hall of Fame?
No, I said
No.
Adrian Adonis should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he shouldn't.
Why not?
Wow.
No. I want to hear this. Stop. Quiet the room. I want
All
to
right,
know
I normally,
why.
I don't normally do this, but we're shooting here, and
Yes.
no big deal.
Shoot away.
AKA Keith Frank's opening match, second match in Florida Pro Wrestling, made a name for himself. Adrian Street's phenomenal.
Yes, he is.
Fantastic worker, by the way, and he could make some boots and trunks. The man he's a phenomenal amateur. He's a shooter, and he's from England, and I respect that. But Adrian Adonis, cool name. Looked horrible in his last years and stuff. I heard
Agreed.
I've been in the ring with him when he was the tough guy with the jacket on, cheap shot, stiff in the ring. There's no reason for that because anybody, Bruiser Brody, you could throw that kick in the face. Yes, yeah, it's a shoot. Anybody could do that. There's not an art, but when you make it look like I knocked your teeth out and it feels like a fluffy pillow, you're an artist. And when you do these technical moves, Northern Light suplex, a three-quarter grapevine, a small package, a backslide, and follow it with a drop kick, and then you do a heel move, people are going, this is a pro. This guy's been trained. This guy's a pro wrestler. He's not just some backyard gimmick guy from backwoods of Alabama. Nothing against Alabama. I love Roll Tide, so...
Shout out to Conrad Thompson.
Fuck
I
yeah,
love
brother.
Nick Saban. I friggin' love Nick Saban and Bobby Bowden.
Love the attitude. I love the attitude. You're right. You're right. I love
But
the attitude.
Anyway, that's what I'm getting at. But yeah, I didn't like that kind of stuff, and I'm glad Danny Spivey gave him a big tune-up.
Okay, fair enough. So you're
Fuck
saying
yeah.
Adrian Adonis no to the Hall of Fame?
No, what? No.
That's what
Wait,
he just said the whole
that's what
time.
I just said.
He just
I
said the whole
thought Adrian
time.
should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he said no. He definitely disagreed.
Okay, fair enough.
The whole
Now,
time.
He makes a good case.
I was gonna say you didn't hear that the whole time.
I did, but originally I
Take that
thought he
crap
said,
out of your ears, damn it.
"Oh my lord, I'm deaf in one ear. You have to excuse me." Okay, fair enough.
Well, that's
now,
what happens when
Right.
somebody, David Schultz punch you in the ear?
yes,
I think he kicked him.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden,
I think.
open hand slap.
I think he
What?
shared a beer with him. I'm not sure.
He
Open
said,
hand slap.
"He said what? This was an open hand slap. You don't like this?"
Hashtag Stossel did nothing wrong.
Yes. Stop.
Zero.
Okay.
Zippo.
Okay, Barry. Here it comes. Furious.
Hashtag it's a shoot.
It's a shoot.
Can we quote that?
We've
Put that
I've
on a shirt.
expanded this to Furious 9. These are 9 questions. I want the first thing that comes to your mind, starting with number 1. Who was your favorite opponent?
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart. Wow.
Damn. Good question.
Who was your least favorite opponent?
Ooh.
Yes.
Let me think. Oh, wow.
Adrian Adonis.
Stop.
No, not
Stop.
really. Least favorite opponent.
Like
I don't. I don't know. I got a few actually.
Pick one.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Eddie Guerrero.
Angela Mosca Sr.
Ooh, King Kong Mosca.
Yeah.
All right.
Tiger Conway Jr.
Okay.
Oh,
like, is
I
there
like
one that
that one.
just- that-
I want to
that
stick.
threw you
I
off
want to
so
stick with
bad?
that one. I didn't like him anyways.
Tiger Conway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
All right. Fair enough. Craziest
Okay, go ahead.
road story.
Oh well, probably couldn't mention it on the air, but I got thousands of those. So
All right, so we need to have an episode of just that. I love crazy road stories. I do. I love crazy.
Road story would go on for a half hour.
Absolutely. That's why I said we need to return on just crazy road stories.
Animal gave us one of the better ones, but I thought that Barry could give us even better.
No, I could top it. Believe me.
What?
but he needs time.
All right.
I'll
tell you what.
You don't know he's a descriptive
Okay,
character.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give you a fast road story, okay?
Go
I
ahead.
love this
Fast,
one. It's one of my
fast.
favorites, and I got a ton. But yeah, so I'm in the car. Let's see. I'm in the car with back seat with Barry. No, Barry Darso's up front. Nails is driving. Me and John Nord are in the back
Okay.
of a rented Cadillac. I forgot where we're coming from. Maybe a TV. Anyway, Nails pulls off to the side of the road. Maybe an apartment complex, but it's not in the apartment complex because he's a pretty safe driver and stuff. He knows his vehicles. Like you could pass a 1968 Corvette and we'll pass it, 30, 40 miles, 60 miles an hour on an interstate. He'll tell me what cubic inch it is, what kind of tires, what kind of. I mean, he knows
Right.
his crap. Kevin Kelly, and I like to call him Nails though. But
Fair,
anyway,
fair.
so he's in it and he goes, so he pulls off and it's safe. So, but it's near an apartment complex. If my memory serves me right, and there's nobody around, and he puts his foot on the brake and punches this car. Smoke's coming out. You can smell the tires. He does it for about a minute or two. That's a long time. It felt like 5 minutes. These guys are laughing. I'm like fearing for my life. And so I got 3 crazy Minnesota guys, but we're all friends and they're good guys. The only lunatic really in the car is John Nord. And so anyway, then he does it and he stops and then pulls down the road. He goes, guess what I just did? I said, what? He says, I just took 4,000 miles off this rent-a-car tire. I said, yes, you did, Kevin. Yes,
Wow.
you did. Can we get back to the hotel now, safe, sir?
Wow. That's awesome.
That's a lot of fucking miles.
All right.
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right.
It really is. I mean, I drive to Hartford every day from freaking Norwich,
yeah.
and that's like only 32 miles. So literally, think of that.
Yeah.
That's almost 2 years
And they're
worth
doing
of driving
200 miles.
right there, man.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Next.
That's right.
I just broke it down. See, we
Yeah.
got to break it down for people. That's what we need nowadays. You got to break that shit down so people actually.
Gotta break them down like a 410 shotgun.
Amen.
I fucking love this
All right.
man. I love this. This he
He's
gets
awesome.
it. He gets it.
All right. Next question. Best advice you ever received in this business?
Love it.
Wow. Very good.
Yeah, see, we brought it tonight, man. You thought we were just fucking around tonight.
Yeah.
No, we're the
I
real
thought you were a
shit.
bunch of jabrones.
Yeah, you thought that,
I
but
thought
you know,
were-
One of them
I thought
is.
you were a bunch of I thought you were a bunch of 2-bit rummies.
you
but
really
obviously
did.
you're
You
not.
really did. But like,
Hashtag
we
fuck
brought the
Dave
game.
Meltzer.
We
Fuck
brought the
him.
game tonight. That's
Okay,
what we
so
fucking
best
do. You only
advice.
hang like
Best
that.
advice.
Yes.
I don't. Man, that's hard. I don't know. Let me just try to think real quick, because you're making a career move out of this whole friggin' segment.
All right.
But
Oh, really?
take it easy
Come
tonight.
on.
Now he's giving you the business, finally.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I don't know. I like Bob Backlund's advice a lot of times.
I love Bob Backlund.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he's really a good guy.
He
and
is.
I like him. He's always been good to me. I've only got to wrestle him once when he was the crazy heel, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've heard some good advice from Tony Gurria, Rick Martel also. Actually,
Rick
I've heard good
Martel.
advice from Don Morocco.
Don Morocco.
Real good advice from Mike Graham, rest his soul.
God bless him.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Actually, some good advice from Jerry Jarrett, too.
Okay.
Not Jeff. I said Jerry.
No, we got Cherry. We know.
Well,
we heard that.
okay.
We heard that.
Well, you know.
So
You
go on with the
know.
other questions here.
What do we got?
All right, here we go. Number 5. Better WCW champion, Vince Russo or David Arquette?
Neither. They're both friggin' marks.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Who did you not face in your tenure in WWF or WCW that you wished you could have faced?
Cody.
Oh, that's easy. No, that's easy. I'd love to go on about a half hour, maybe even 20 minutes with Kurt Angle.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Fuck yes. Good call.
All about the
That-
technicality.
Yes, that would have
You know
actually
what
been
I'm
a
saying.
really good
That'd
fucking
have been
match,
badass.
dude. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I would have loved that.
20
Loved it.
20
Loved it.
20 plus years in the business, thousands of shows, millions of fans. Sum up your career in one word.
Technical.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, two more
Go with it.
two more questions, then we're out. NFC champions this year: Tampa Bay Buccaneers or Atlanta Falcons? That's a personal question from me to you.
Yeah, I hate to do this, but
Go ahead, say it.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not really. As long as Jameson Winston's on the team, I won't wear my jersey or shirts. Or
I heard he was getting traded this year.
I heard that too.
Well, he needs to get traded. If he's going to wind up. No, seriously. I don't like people like that. I mean, no, I don't like. I'm not going racial here.
No, I
don't
hear
care
you.
if you're
I hear
black,
you.
white, purple.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
being serious now.
Absolutely.
I don't like guys like that. You know, you here again. You play Pop Warner football. You pay your dues to everything.
Mhm.
You're first string at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of the greatest coaches around, John Gruden, brings you to
Yes.
the Super Bowl
Yes.
championship. Okay, and you're getting in trouble. Okay, dude, it's time to grow up.
Yes.
Put your big pads
Yes.
on and act like Dan Marino. Act like Peyton Manning.
Amen.
And act like the real friggin' deal GOAT, Tom Brady, is
Can
the
I
best
can I just
quarterback
ask?
in the
Can I,
friggin'
where is
nation.
his dad? Where is his mom right now? Seriously, like where is his parental unit to be like? Your coach is telling you to knock
And
the
you're
shit
a
off.
Heisman Trophy winner?
Yes.
You need to take lessons from real Heisman trophies like
Fuck yes.
Marcus Mariota. Do
Fuck
I ever hear
yes.
trouble about him?
Nope.
You're going to wind up in that dumbass
Can't they
line
take that from
put
him?
up, that they
No,
that
they
they
can't.
project on
Oh.
ESPN, and I think who's on that? Vince Young is on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Who's the other guy? All these guys that you sign the Ryan, whatchamacallit, going off in the locker room from the Chargers.
Yo, even,
Ryan Leaf.
yes. Even
Ryan Leaf.
Charles Barkley was talking, he made some mistakes when he was, going through his career.
Yeah,
but
he
he
corrected him.
grew up exactly. He grew up and and this is the
Winston's
problem.
not.
No, he's not.
He's not going to correct
I
him.
think you're
He's
right,
gonna
sir.
wind
I don't
up.
think he's going to
He'll be
grow up.
Second, third string, and then gone. Good
No.
night.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Unfortunately,
Lessons from
it's
Peyton Manning.
it's talent wasted, man. It's talent wasted. Unfortunately, it happens. I mean,
I'm not
the money.
impressed.
No, I'm not either. the money gets in their pockets, and they want to spend it.
Yeah,
Mike.
You know,
but you want to know who's got money? You know who's got money?
smart people.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yes, he does. Yes,
He's got money.
and he's a good quarterback.
Dude is in his 30s.
And
Yeah.
he's a good quarterback.
He's a backup. He floats from team to team, but guess what? He's consistent and has
Yeah.
a job. And
As
believe
much
me,
as
they
I
don't
love
just pay
hearing-
him. They don't pay him just okay. You're gonna get 500,000. Yeah, that's bull. He's
Right.
getting more than that.
Yeah.
Now, as
You know
much
what
as
I'm saying?
I've loved hearing you two wax philosophically about the NFL, it's not the answer
Get
to the
back to
question.
wrestling, damn it!
Tampa Bay or Atlanta, who's winning the South?
He said
Tampa Bay.
I told you, Tampa Bay there.
Horseshit, horseshit, and horseshit. I'm wearing my Atlanta jersey. I knew going in that
He-
you were
he-
a Tampa
that-
Bay
that
fan.
was-
You do that.
that was
you
already
and that
anyways.
goofy
That was anyways.
Matt Bryan, whatever his name is, Matt Ryan.
Last
Natty Ice.
last question of Furious 9.
Matty Ice.
You're. I added one question because you said you were a country music fan. Pick one: Garth or George Strait.
Oh, Garth.
George Strait, hands down, Daddy.
There you go, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my
Oh, wait a
favorite.
minute.
What? Go ahead.
Okay, if you don't mind, real quick, I would just like to
Absolutely.
plug my Facebook.
I was going to ask
Go
you to
for
plug
it.
stuff.
Go
please.
for it, man.
MrTechnical.info, WWE.com. Come to the meet and greets. I'm been all over the Northeast, and I'm projecting even more. I'll be in South Bend, Indiana. Big show. Actually, it's a huge show next month in South Bend, Indiana. Listen to this. Brian Costello is running the show. Paul Romo will be there. Mario Mancini.
Oh,
And
wow.
here's the thing. I was on his first two shows 20 years ago. Beat Steve Regal, the Steve Regal in AWA for the junior
Mr.
title.
Electricity.
Now, yes, thank you. How ironic, I'm on the first two shows, and I'm on the last show.
Wow.
He's closing down, and I will be on the last show. I'm looking forward to it. Brian Costello, great guy, great worker, except when he got clotheslined in the face by Ultimate Warrior. He
Ooh,
didn't
I
say
remember
sorry
that.
And busted my friend up, and I don't appreciate it. But
Ugh.
anyway, that's another story.
Barry, you've been
So-
a fantastic guest, and we'd love to have you back anytime if I can reach out to you. And,
SummerSlam. He's got to answer the question.
SummerSlam.
He's gotta
Joe,
answer the
Guys,
question.
Reach out to me if you're on time and you don't have jabroni cell phones where I can't hear you.
One more
Then
time.
you could reach.
One more time, Eddie. Apologize to Barry.
No, he was bringing up your cell phone.
My cell phone, Joe.
No, we've
Let me
only
tell you
been using
something.
your cell phone.
Yes, but back at the
Okay,
old
whatever.
studio,
Don't buy- Get
we never had a problem.
Friggin' cell phone. Spend some friggin' money. Don't get the one.
Mine works.
$20 and it's free with 20 minutes or something on it.
Yeah.
Because
Eddie?
the next time Eddie does it, I'm gonna cut him down so low he'll be able to do chin-ups on an ant's boner.
he's gonna go New Jack on
Oh,
your ass.
ooh,
Yeah,
I
no,
want to, and I will record that and we'll
Yes.
put that shit. That's gonna be fantastic.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
can we count on you?
YouTube
We can count on you on SummerSlam, right?
You can count on me on SummerSlam.
You bet.
And
This
you're gonna
is be
answer that
awesome.
question.
I'm going to answer that question. You guys got to get in touch with me. Reach out
Absolutely,
to me.
absolutely.
And now, where are you guys based out of?
We're actually
Connecticut.
based out of Connecticut, and SummerSlam we're going to be
At the deck
at the
in
deck
Westbrook, Connecticut.
in Westbrook, Connecticut. And
Fantastic
Okay.
location.
So you live in Connecticut. So does, if I'm not mistaken, so does Paul Roma and
Yes.
Mario Mancini.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
So
absolutely.
you know these guys. So
Yes.
A lot of them live out here.
What town are you in Connecticut? Because I used to wrestle different places there.
I live in Norwich. Mike lives
I'm
in
also in
Norwich.
Norwich.
Eddie lives
Really?
in Danielson. Yes. And when we spoke earlier, I saw I saw you in Meriden. I also saw you in New Haven,
Oh,
Hartford, etc.
Yeah.
I liked Meriden, and I liked Enfield and Springfield.
Yes.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, you're gonna love the deck. If you want to come join us live, we would fucking absolutely love to have you there. And
Well, If
food
you're gonna have
and
me there,
beverages.
Flown in, and I need dinner.
Oh, dinner's taken care of.
Dinner's on us, but
And flown in?
flown
Yeah,
in,
I think I could take care of that.
Okay,
I
Mike
think
says
I could
we
take care of that.
Did you know in Nassau, Bahamas, there's a place called the deck, only they call it the poop deck?
Oh,
No,
this
there's
is
no
not the
pooping
poop
on
deck.
this deck. This is a very big
Yeah,
deck.
really. I find it very disgusting and offensive. I don't know why they called it. I never ate there. It was ridiculous, but
I can understand
Yeah.
why. Ladies and
Who used to
gentlemen,
do you know who used to love to eat at the poop deck and drink there was Rick Rude.
Really?
You know what? I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe
He did.
that.
He did. No, he did. I don't mean that in a bad way or nothing.
I'd love to hear
No,
stories about Rick
but I
Rude.
believe that. I believe
Ravishing
that.
Rick Rude.
No, I
Yes.
believe that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ravishing Rick
boys and
Rude.
girls.
No, we will be.
Ravishing Rick Rude from Minnesota, State Minnesota.
Yes,
arm
sir.
wrestling
Oh,
champion.
Yes,
my
sir.
Lord.
Yes, sir.
Scott the Flash Norton also appeared in.
Yes. Why did
Over the
WCW
Top with
fuck with
Stallone.
Scott Norton so bad? Can I
Agreed.
ask you that? Why did they
What a
ruin his
mistake.
career?
What a mistake because he's a loser. He'll kill you.
Dude, I know. Like, they made him a joke. Dude, I would love.
He was
I'm
an
working on it.
icon in all Japan.
Yes.
Yes.
No, yes, he was. Because
Yep.
Japan
No
knew how to
respect.
work him.
Well,
They knew how to
probably-
work
you know
him.
Why? You know why that happened? Because probably Bischoff or Russo were manning the ship without a rudder.
I'll buy it.
Yeah,
all the
I'll
way,
definitely
all
buy
the
that.
way live.
I'll tell you what, SummerSlam, we're gonna get you, man. We're gonna get you. You're gonna be hanging out
All right,
with us.
guys.
It's gonna happen,
All
man.
right,
It's
ladies
gonna happen.
and gentlemen, his name is Barry Horowitz. Thank you so much for joining us
I
tonight.
appreciate your time
Thank you
tonight,
guys.
man.
Thank you guys for eating up my whole evening, calling me late, but that's okay. I'm a pro.
Hey,
You know,
I
that's
will
the
buy
difference
you
between
dinner.
and
I will buy you dinner for SummerSlam. I'll tell you what. I'll get that ticket out there, and people are gonna love the fuck out of you because I love the
Okay.
fuck out of you.
I want to close on saying one thing.
Go ahead.
That there's a lot of great wrestlers in the professional wrestling business, but Barry Horowitz wrestles great.
That is absolutely perfect.
His name is Barry Horowitz. Barry, thank you so much. I'll be in contact
Thank
for
you, guys.
SummerSlam. Thank you so much.
I want to also say, don't let your meatloaf or your hamburger stand. Keep in touch with yourself, guys.
Love you,
got it,
Barry.
bro.
We'll be talking soon, bro.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Well, wow.
Yo,
Wow.
I'll buy his
Just
ticket.
freaking-
I will buy
you
his
will?
ticket. No, I'm telling you
All
right
right,
now.
let's get him up
Write
to
down
SummerSlam.
Loki
I know.
said that.
No, I already have plans.
All right,
I,
here's
no,
the deal.
Because the
talk about
$4
plan.
Patreon's not paying for it.
No, it's not. I will pay for this.
I'll pick him
let's-
up at the airport.
We're gonna go back to the bullshit that we were talking about before this whole thing.
Go ahead.
Now, when we talked about Facebook and we talked about the whole social media and the whole fucking
I have to
breakup
excuse myself
bullshit.
for a
No, you
minute.
go right ahead. This is what's gonna pay for Barry Horowitz's fucking plane ticket right now. I'm gonna tell you what right now. People, don't be stupid. Just because you have somebody's phone or just because you can pay for their phone number lookup, guys, Facebook, Twitter, what's the other one I was talking about?
Instagram,
Snapchat,
Snapchat.
Instagram. All these things, they have these private messaging. All right. I'm looking out for you guys right now. I really am. All right. They can talk to these other hoes and other hookers and other bitches. And what's a guy? What's a good guy fucking term
What, for
a slut?
a guy that's a slut?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
See? Isn't that fucked up? Like I just had like 4 women in one, but I can't think of one.
I want to say gigolo, but
gigolo's like
it's
kind of cool.
It's like prostitute.
That's like, yeah, kick ass. But anyway,
fuck boys.
fuck boys.
There we go.
Oh, I
Fuck
love
boys.
fuck boys. Oh, that's a good one.
No, you know the motherfuckers that go
Yes.
into Facebook and they wave.
Fuck boys. I love fuck
They
boys.
wave
What a
to your
good
girl.
term.
It's like, hey,
See-
why aren't you saying hi to me?
Yeah.
Because you're a fuck boy.
Because you're a fuck boy. They are talking to these fuck boys through Facebook Messenger, through Twitter Messenger, through Snapchat Messenger, and through any other messenger. So this bullshit about you buying phone numbers and seeing where they're talking to, look, they don't fucking check that shit, people. All right? So if you feel, and this is from the heart right now because I just went through this shit, people. Look at me. Feel my pain. Like, I'm here. Like, the resurrection about the Y2L isn't just about resurrection of just coming back from the dead. It's resurrection of finding yourself. If you feel like your significant other is treating you bad, don't waste your fucking time. Don't waste your fucking life. Go on with it. Trust me when I tell you this, people. Trust me. It's not worth it. They're not worth it. They're using you. They're sucking the fucking life out of you. Barry Horowitz today, very smart man. Very smart man, dude. I connected. You know what's funny? We talk about this shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like souls connect. It don't matter if it's whether it's over a phone conversation or just like whatever it may be, like me touching. You know, souls
I'm
connect.
offended.
I know you are. I know you are.
Actually,
but souls connect. You know what I'm saying? And he was what a fucking incredible soul.
He was awesome.
No, he really was. Like you could just feel the animation, you know, coming off of it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you people right now. Don't get fucked over. Like, if you're in a situation right now where you feel like you're being fucked, if you feel like somebody is literally using you, please do yourself a favor and move on. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to suck. Yeah, you might piss off a few people, but you know what? You know what's more important than that? You are more important than that. Your own sanity is more important than that. Carry on, people. Seriously, love yourself. Mm-hmm. And that was the point that I was trying to make before we got on the phone with Barry. And like I said, what a great fucking soul.
Amen.
Barry is a fucking
awesome.
incredible soul. And we don't have much time, so let's just break down
You have as much time as you want.
Stomping ground.
the debacle that was stopping grounds,
well,
man.
you don't have a lot of time because now we're at your house in the
so here we go.
Focus Digital Studios.
Here we go. SmackDown Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
go ahead.
no.
Oh, wait.
Flip.
Yeah,
I did. I had it. I was like, wait, they didn't start off with that. Cruiserweight Championship, which, by the way, was probably one of the better matches.
I'll agree.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad we're on the same page here. Drew Gulak defeats Akira
If you can say
Tozawa.
Tozawa, yep.
Yep, thank you. And Tony Nese to win. This is a title change to
Tony Nese
win.
was the champion.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
To win this. Now, I have got to say this is probably one of my favorite matches. Why? The chemistry was on point.
Everything they did in that match
was magic.
Amazing.
Was magic. They could do no wrong. If they pulled off a Goldberg and Undertaker bullshit,
Oh, Christ.
I would have still cheered for him. I would have cheered for him. Their chemistry.
Last week, I mentioned that Goldberg and Undertaker look like two manatees fighting over a fish. And it's true. 56 versus 51, but these three gentlemen, Drew
You actually
Gulak,
got me.
Tozawa, and Tony Nese, looked like they were
We've been
actually...
doing this for 4 years.
Finally, I got you. You
finally-
get me every other fucking week. Finally, I got you.
On that. 2 minutes.
Thank you,
over
fuck
a
you, bye.
fish. Dude,
You're
that is-
welcome.
that is perfect.
Okay.
That is perfect.
So in this match, it looked like these three guys were actually fighting and battling and believing that
No, they did.
whoever came
They
out
did.
on top was going to take that championship and be the winner and be the champion. Much like a boxing match.
Right.
2 nights ago, there was a huge boxing match on Fox that I watched, and it looked like these two guys were just basically,
Oh, they're
it
slapping.
looked like
Slap,
bullshit.
yeah.
But in this match, with Gulak, with Tozawa, and with Tony Nese, it looked like they were actually fighting for
No,
something.
it was.
That was, in my opinion, a number one best
And,
match
dude,
of the night.
The Cruiserweight in NXT. What is that? Triple H? Oh my
killing
God.
me, yeah.
Surprise.
Killing me.
Here we go.
Yeah. Going
Becky Lynch versus
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans.
Oh, God.
For the women. First of all, didn't she just come out of NXT?
About 3 months ago.
Yeah, thank you. And why does she deserve a title shot right now?
Because she complained. Much like every other millennial.
Or
in
is
the
she
history of
blowing
millennials.
Vince?
No, I just think it's...
She's another blonde with big tits. I think she's blowing Vince. Sorry, man.
Possible.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
It's possible.
First of all,
Which is why
Evans,
we'll never get WWE
Can I just say
guests.
this? Your mic skills are on point. You're
She's
good.
good. She's good.
You're good. Your ring skills are Seth Rollins. You're gonna hurt somebody.
Pen drop.
You're
It's all
gonna,
good.
you're gonna hurt somebody. No, I'm serious.
I can't drop the mic because Eddie would freak out. but
Becky wins the
Pin drop.
title. In case you guys didn't watch, Becky wins the
She
title.
retains.
She retains the title. Right. I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. She retains the title. Why? Because Evans, you made Becky look like the goddamn genius of this match, and Becky is not the genius.
I will say that during that match, I saw a lot more out of Lacey Evans than I expected. And going forward, when it came down to the finish, I thought, and it works into the main event later.
Right.
She tapped out way too quick.
You're right about that.
Especially since Lacey was laying it in
Yeah.
all night long.
No,
Now, all of a sudden, she gets her in the arm lock.
Right.
Oh, shit, I'm tapping
Yeah.
out. You work to the main event, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
Right.
As soon as she tapped
I
out,
gotta agree with
I
you
said to
there.
myself, I'm like, oh, fuck. This
I got
is not going to be good.
I will say this.
Stop. Before you go on. That's the first match of the quote-unquote pay-per-view.
Yes.
How many times, and you brought it up to me the other day when I stopped by your house,
Mhm.
how many times do we have to hear Becky Lynch's boyfriend?
Yeah. No, I know.
How many times?
We heard it a lot on this.
Oh, my
we heard a
God.
lot on this. I will say this. This was the first time, Becky, you were forced to, like, say, control the match, be the ringmaster. You
and
know what
they
I'm saying?
fucked it up 3 times.
No, they did. They did. So, Becky, you're not the man. For the Becky Lynch fans out there, look, I know you
I'm
guys.
one of them.
I know you guys really want her to be this be all end all, but this should have been her match. You remember the time when they actually counted on fucking Jeff Hardy to, like, be the ringmaster? And he was.
Yeah.
He stepped up and he was the ringmaster.
But if you put Becky in the ring with a greenhorn, and I don't know where Lacey
But
comes
that's
from.
the
I
point.
don't know
She
where
is a
what Lacey's
greenhorn.
gimmick is.
She is a greenhorn. She doesn't deserve to be in the main roster
If
right
that
now.
was Becky
Can we
and
both
Alexa-
agree on this?
Yes.
She doesn't deserve it.
If you put Becky and Alexa, if you put Becky and Charlotte, if you put Becky
Yes.
and Bailey,
Right.
you put Becky.
But
and
Bailey already
any-
owns the other title, so
If you put Becky and anybody else in that match, amazing. Lacey Evans, I'm not buying it.
no, I
And
don't buy it because
showed-
she's got great mic work, but
There
she
was-
has no ring work.
You watch the show.
Oh fuck yeah!
So there's the one.
That's
point,
what I'm saying.
there's the
I
one
gave it a
point-
fucking C minus. The match was terrible.
I would have gave it a D, but there's the one point where Becky goes for the, the spot where
yeah.
she grabs the top rope, she leaps, and the girl is supposed to go underneath, but Lacey loses her spot
Right. Well, Lacey, like I said, Lacey has been brought up from NXT too soon.
too soon.
I think we both agree on this. I really do.
Her look brought her up, her gimmick brought her up, but her skills.
No, she's
Not buying
a
it.
good-looking girl. Don't get me wrong. Oh my God, she's Vince's favorite.
She's gorgeous.
Blonde, big tits,
She's
fucking
gorgeous.
nice ass. She's fucking gorgeous. Absolutely.
I would have.
But that's the problem. Is I think she's Vince's favorite. I think right
you
now
want me
she's
to do
Vince's
armchair
favorite.
booking. Lacey Evans.
Well, we got to wrap it up pretty quick.
Okay,
so.
if I would take Lacey Evans out of that match, I would put Tony Storm in that match, and you watch Becky
Or
and
Naomi.
Tony.
I
or
throw
Naomi.
Naomi. I throw Naomi on that.
For me, Tony Storm owns that.
But I feel you. I do feel because I don't think Evans is ready. I don't think she's ready. KO and Sami Zayn defeats the New Day.
Another horseshit match.
I actually gave this a B plus, and let me tell you why.
Oh God.
No. Let me
I'm
tell you
listening.
why.
I'm
And
listening.
I hope you listen. Woods is actually getting better.
Woods is amazing.
Isn't he getting better? No. You remember 2 years ago when I said Woods was trash? I
Yes.
said the only thing he was good at was pornos.
Yes.
That's it. No, I'm serious. That was it. That was the only
and
thing.
trombone.
Yeah, he was good at the trombone. But I mean, let's be honest. Burnt.
New Day Rocks.
That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do, Woods. But
He
you
looks
did.
great.
You showed up for the porn.
He looks
You
great.
showed up for the
Oh, well,
porn.
yeah.
But
well,
you know what? He actually showed up for a WWE match. Dude, anybody that can take 4 super kicks as soon as the match starts
was
off.
that not? Oh, sorry about the
No,
pen.
you're good.
But was that not the most
That's
amazing?
why I
beginning
put that
to a
here.
match?
That was fantastic. Not only that, he took it. He took it. Can we talk about that?
It was
Woods.
2 minutes and 45
Xavier,
seconds. I stopped.
Thank you for finally becoming a wrestler, because I watch you on Twitter, dude. You're all about D&D and you're all about video games, but dude, you're a wrestler and you suck. You fucking suck. But the first time ever, you fucking ruled, dude. You ruled. Now, New Day, you lost.
Right.
It was a good match, though. That's why I gave it a B+. Kevin Owens, Sammy, look, the only way WWE ever wins is if you two actually fight. That we win. We win. You guys suck together. I'm sorry. New Day, you needed this. You needed a defeat, but you needed Woods to play this game because he was fantastic. The whole match. Can we just talk about the fact that he's actually grown as a wrestler?
Sure.
I'm impressed.
I'm
impressed with Woods.
I watched that pay-per-view. I watched that match, and he took, what, 2, 3, 4 super
Four
kicks?
super kicks right off the bat, dude.
He took the off-the-top rope gimmick.
Dude.
And I'm like, this is it. This is going to be a squash match for the night.
Took it.
No.
I said the same thing. I said the
minutes.
same thing. I was like, dude, Woods is going to fuck this up.
Nope.
No. Woods, you know what?
Only.
The end of the day, it was Woods.
All right.
But no.
He's the
Woods,
MVP.
you are the MVP of that match. I'll tell you what. And I got to give it to Big E. That was a hell of a spear, bro. That was a hell of a spear.
God.
Holy fuck.
I thought
he speared his guts out, dude.
I thought Sammy's ass was going to fall out.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
With his large intestine and everything.
Right.
Gotta agree on
Next
that.
match.
All right, rolling on. All right. First of all, Seth Rollins, stop sucking Ricochet's dick.
Or fingering his ass.
Yeah, one or the other. USA Championship. Ricochet defeats Samoa Joe.
Oh, my God. What a great fucking match.
No, I'm
A+.
not. Thank you.
A+.
I gave it an A+. This was my favorite match of the evening. And you all know how much I
put it
love
above
Samoa
Drew
Joe.
Gulak.
Yes,
I did.
yes. You know how much I love Samoa Joe. He's a worker. That motherfucker is a worker. So, and not only that, while the rest of y'all are tweeting about your bullshit fucking little storylines, Samoa Joe is actually tweeting about his fucking nephew who has had cancer since he's 3 fucking years old and is still getting them likes. So Samoa Joe, mad love, dude.
Yes.
Mad appreciation, mad respect for what's going on. But you got your ass kicked by Ricochet. I love Ricochet, dude. I love what you're doing.
Other than the fact that he fingers his own asshole.
No. And Seth joins you. Seth licks your finger after you finger your own asshole. But Ricochet, you deserve it because you bring skill to the fucking match. He does.
Yes, he does.
He's impressive.
I've loved
dude.
Ricochet since
What do you
the
call that?
TNA
The
days.
1520? What the fuck?
630.
630. Thank you. Like, it just defies logic. He deserves.
It reminds me of. I go back to
Hooven Stooge?
No. Ring of Honor's second anniversary show that I covered with Colin Vassallo, Jason Clevitt, Ian Hamilton, all the guys from WrestlingOnline.com. And Jason, Colin, and a couple other guys showed up late.
Well, they suck.
Yeah, strangely enough, how much do I hate people who are late? Anyway, they say, well, did Jack Evans come out yet? I'm like, no, don't believe so. Well, Jack Evans is the guy that does the 540. Okay, what is the 540? Oh, you'll see when he comes out. And when he did it, they had a cage with platforms on each corner of the cage. And he did a 540 splash. Amazing.
630, dude. 630.
630.
How many
Ricochet takes
rotations
it
is
to
in that?
another level.
That's what I'm saying.
Another
Look,
90 degrees.
He
Oh
deserves.
my God.
He deserves to finger his own asshole. Seth Rollins, you
Yes.
deserve to lick that asshole after you put cream cheese on it.
Amen. Ricochet, when he pinned Samoa Joe,
I used to like cream cheese.
Well, now you don't.
Chicago cream
I'm
cheese.
in
You
my
fucking
chair.
faggot.
You've seen my chair, and I'm watching this match. It's the only match that I got up out of my chair. I was like, "Holy fuck!
Yeah,
this is
no,
awesome!"
it was amazing.
There's nothing in the last
I got
2 years. That
and
did
I
that
have
for me.
nothing against Ricochet. I don't. I wish nothing but mad respect for you because you deserve it. You do reserve.
Even if
do.
you finger your own asshole.
You do, but you do finger
Next
your own asshole.
question.
Tag team titles. Brian and Roman
Oh, this was a fucking
versus
train
the
wreck.
Heavy Machinery.
Okay, stop. Before you start,
C minus, first of all.
when you put a main event guy like Daniel Bryan in there.
Why did you come back, Brian?
Here we go.
Why? Like, you should have just stayed retired.
He had the championship
we hate
for a while.
you right now. We hate you. We hate you. Go
I
ahead.
dug the fact
ahead,
that
partner.
before the match started,
I hate
the
him right now.
entire crowd was chanting Daniel Bryan,
Sucks.
Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan. He tags in, and then that's where the match went south.
I was done.
It was garbage. I give it a D- at best. only because who's the fat guy? Otis?
What did
Otis
I give
is
it?
the fat
A
guy.
D plus. I gave it a D.
Okay, I give it a D- only because the fat guy, Otis and Tucker are the heavy machinery. Rowan
They suck.
Rowan could
They
have been
suck.
Rowan-
Rowan sucks.
exactly.
Like, the only good person in that whole fucking thing
I
was Daniel Bryan.
I beg to
And
differ. Who's
and
the fat guy? Is
no,
it
I
Otis?
know. I think it's Otis.
Otis,
I think it's
okay.
Otis. But
Like he was fantastic. That match was a throwaway. I gave it a D- only because I didn't
All
want
right,
to fail it.
we're
I
gonna let
did
it go.
not want to
We're gonna
fail
let it go. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley defeats Alexis Bliss to retain the title.
Fantastic match.
Too much Cross.
Yes.
Why?
Too
Why
much
was
Nikki
Cross in there? Like,
Because she's
and then
Alexa's
she can't
lackey.
even catch Bayley. Like,
Did
Bayley
you
could
see
have
that?
broke a
Did you
shoulder.
see that?
Yes.
Okay. First, Eddie, there's a great picture I'm going to send you of a moment of bliss on Monday Night Raw. Somebody sent to me.
I love Bliss.
I wanted to send it to you.
Her and her
but
little pig.
I thought you didn't deserve it.
Her and her little pig is like me and Sasha.
Bayley-
If
got a
I
pet
got
pig?
some followers, yeah, she does.
Bailey's ass is fantastic.
No, Bayley does have the best ass.
Yes.
Does Bayley not have the best ass in WWE? Oh,
But-
wait,
I love Bayley.
Wait, besides Sasha Banks.
Ooh.
Sasha Banks has got to have the most incredible ass in the WWE. I'm sorry. Sasha, I love you, girl. Your ass is on point. Your tag team partner, Bayley, has got the second greatest ass in WWE.
Oh, yeah. They
So
were
when they
partners.
team up, is their name Ass Parade?
It should
Ass
be.
parade,
It
it
really
should
should.
be.
It
Ass
really
parade.
should. It really should. I gave that a C, by the way. That
I gave
women's.
it a B. I gave it a B- only because I thought Bailey carried.
I just thought there was
everything.
too much.
Well, and I love
Yes.
Alexa.
You're
Let's
right.
Not be
You're
honest.
right.
Let's
No,
be
you're
honest.
right.
I
You're
love Alexa,
absolutely
but Bayley
right.
carried
Too
that
much
match.
cross. Too much cross.
Yes.
Why was Nikki Cross involved in that so much?
Storyline.
Why was there
storyline.
no fucking refs to pull her away? There was no reason why she had to be down there that long. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. No reason. No reason.
They're taking too long in the
It's stupid.
What do you want to call it? The
Yeah.
re-gimmification.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Of
Look, and look,
Nikki Cross.
we love the WWE. Before I look, and I've talked about this on Twitter. Before you start with the hate button, oh, if you don't like WWE, stop watching it. Look,
Eat
we've
shit.
been watching this fucking shit for
40 years.
decades, motherfuckers. Like, y'all just started watching this shit since Rock started. If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Right,
Since
I
fucking
remember-
Stone Cold was smashing fucking Bud Lights together and like, you ain't real wrestling fans,
I
all right?
remember
You're
Bob
not.
Backlund
You don't, right, exactly.
getting his
you,
belt
you
destroyed
have
by
not
Superstar
been
Graham.
around. You haven't seen Triple H when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley take the crown and literally beat
You don't remember Barry
mankind
fucking
with
Horowitz.
it. That's what the guest that we had tonight. Exactly. You don't respect the industry if you're not
Next match.
upset
Just-
with this bullshit.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
If you truly,
next
here's the
match.
thing: if you truly
Kofi,
hated the product, you wouldn't watch.
right?
Exactly.
No, we
I say
don't
that.
truly hate
It's-
it because we want it to change. We're hoping that it changes.
Exactly.
We really do. Kofi Kingston defeats Ziggler. Door escape to retain the title in a cage match.
Throwaway.
WWE Championship. I wrote down one word.
What?
Yikes.
I gave this match an
A
F.
D plus.
No, I gave it an F.
Only
and
because Kofi kept the belt. That's the only reason why I gave it a D plus. Because at least the WWE fucking
Now I gotta
network
crack a beer.
is smart enough to realize you got to let Kofi keep that belt.
I gave it an F, and I'm going to tell you why.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
A cage
It was
match.
horrible.
A cage match is supposed to
It was horrible.
signify the end of a feud. Snooker Morocco.
I'll buy that. Okay, I'll buy that.
Backlund Patterson. Bret
I'll
Hart,
buy
Owen
that.
Hart. Hogan Bossman.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
There you go. The cage is supposed to be the end of the line.
It is. It is. You're right. You're right. I like that. I like where you're going with that.
Second match. Their second match. Say it with me. Their second match.
They're really trying to push this Ziggler thing, and I like the heel thing. I like the heel thing.
Dolph.
But Ziggler, you're a better comedian, bro.
They're trying to.
You make me laugh. You make me laugh. You're a tough guy that makes me laugh.
From AEW.
Hogan used to say the cage was the
ultimate
ultimate
need
judge.
no. He doesn't need wrestling. He's a funny motherfucker. Watch his stand up. Dolph,
I haven't, which I will.
Dolph,
which I will.
Follow your stand up, dude. You're a way better comedian than you are a wrestler. Don't fuck your body up. These guys don't know how to treat you. Become a comedian. You're a better comedian, trust me.
When I see a cage match, and one of the first matches I ever saw was Backlund Snuka in a cage.
Oh shit! How did I miss this one?
End.
Oh,
the end.
That's
the
right.
End.
Because it's Roman Reigns.
Oh fucking.
Roman Reigns defeats Drew McIntyre.
Whatever.
That's why I skipped it.
F
all right,
minus.
Guys. Drew McIntyre is a better fucking wrestler than Roman Reigns. Why doesn't Roman Reigns have the belt anymore? Let me ask you that. Is it because you guys bitched about it and the WWE Network said, oh, no, we got to change it? No, it's because Roman Reigns literally sucks, okay? I made a point on Twitter today, and I really want you guys to listen to this, okay? It's serious.
At Portugal Viking.
No, really. Seth Rollins is the Jon Snow of the WWE Network, and Roman Reigns is his little dire puppy, and they both need to go to the fucking north and get the fuck away from us, okay? We're done with you, Roman Reigns. We're done with you, Seth Rollins. Both of you guys. You're not comical. You guys suck. Roman, I mean, dude, you came back. You didn't even get the belt back. Why? Because the WWE headquarters listen to the fans. You're terrible. You got a super punch, you spear, you yell into the camera, and you spit on people. We're done with that bullshit. Seth? Okay. You're Becky's boyfriend. We get it.
Here we go.
You're a Chicago Bears fan. We get it. Guess what, dude? You suck on Twitter, okay? If anybody actually listened to your bullshit, they'd see your fucking bullshit.
Was
it's
that
that simple.
Some funny shit?
Oh, that was some funny
F
shit.
minus,
And speaking,
wait, you're talking about Roman and Drew McIntyre?
oh yeah,
F minus, horrible match.
Oh yeah, F minus. I give it to you. Way to make Drew McIntyre look like an idiot.
Right?
Like, why would you do that? Drew McIntyre is actually trying to form a good character.
It looked like, to me, two greenhorns in their first match.
Yeah, like
Garbage.
Roman, go away.
I didn't think you could get lower than an F.
No, you really can.
F
You really
minus.
can. An E plus.
I'm giving them a G plus.
I'm giving them.
Let's grade it incomplete.
Incomplete.
Q.
There you go.
All right. Universal Championship. Seth defeats Baron Corbin via pinfall to retain the belt.
You and I talked about this.
4
the other
words.
day.
This is straight trash.
I'm gonna give you
Dumpster.
I'm gonna give you 4 more
Dumpster
words.
dive.
This is horse shit.
No,
The
it is.
evil authority figure thing
And
was
can
hot.
can we
15
just
years ago.
yeah, can we who does Corbin actually announce as a special guest referee?
Lacey Evans?
Oh my god.
Why? Because
Because
he's facing
Becky's
boyfriend.
Lynch can come down
Here
and
we go.
interfere. And guess what Becky Lynch did? She came down and interfered. And we had to hear about how
now-
Becky Lynch came to her man's assistance.
But wait, John Cone, who is the senior referee, although Mike Chioda still works there, although Charles Robinson still works
Becky,
there. John Cone
Seth,
is the head, the
look,
senior referee.
F minus. This was a fucking disgrace. I actually called somebody else and I got blocked from Twitter on this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he said.
What does
he
Seth
said,
have to say?
No, it wasn't Seth. He hasn't
All right.
blocked me. I've been busting his ass all fucking. Maybe I'll get blocked by the end of the night. He
It's
said,
not like he's a flat earther.
Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin just put on the match of the night. And I said, you're a fucking mark, you asshole. And he blocked me for just that comment. But you are, dude. You're a fucking mark. That was the worst fucking match of the night. Why? Because they went right back for the same fucking color coordinated scheme that the WWE is known for.
Color
We're
by numbers.
done with this shit. We're done. Don't burn it down no more. Find some new skills. Stop hurting people. Go to another fucking network. Why don't you give people like, oh, I don't know, the Demon a fucking chance at winning that
Finn
fucking
Balor.
belt? There you go.
What about Sami Zayn? What
There.
about,
Oh, love that. KO.
about,
I don't know. Any of those
what's
motherfuckers.
the other guy? Zack Ryder. What about Kurt Hawkins? What
Any of
about
these
guys
guys.
who can actually work?
Right.
Much like Barry
Seth
Horowitz,
Rollins. We're going to throw that shit in there. We're going to throw that shit in there. Seth, dude, you talk a lot of shit on Twitter, and a lot of people have burned your ass. And all you do is you come back like a little hurt puppy. Fight me on this, bro. I've been busting you all night. You want to be on this show? Come to this show. Defend yourself.
3 words.
Or any of your little followers. Defend yourself. Like, I want to hear it. Because I think you're trash, Seth. I really do. You hurt Finn Balor. Like,
Yep.
let's not candy coat it.
Sting.
You hurt Sting. You
Hurt The
you
Undertaker.
ended Sting's career. Like, Sting's my fucking man, dude. You're useless. You're a fucking Bears fan. You fucking piece of shit. All right.
Sorry, Mark, if you're listening.
No, I'm sorry, Mark, but he is. He's a fucking Bears fan. And worst of all, you are the prima donna of the WWE. Calling you out, dude. If shit don't go your way, you're the first one to whine about it. If shit happens to go your way, you're the first one to tweet about it. You're the first one to tweet the fact that you're banging fucking Becky Lynch. You know what? Since your dick has actually entered Becky Lynch's pussy, not a man out here wants to touch that shit no more. What the
Not
fuck
me.
does that tell you, bro?
I got
That
3
your shit is broken.
I got
Get
3.
the fuck out of the WWE, and my man's going to finish this shit up.
I got 3 words before we pimp out next week or this week or whatever. Seth, you suck.
You do.
Next week on the Loki and Jabroni Show, it is the Shitty Kiss album debate that you've all been waiting for. If you're a fan of Three Sides of the Coin, you have seen Joey Casada, our former guest, come out and say, hey, Music from the Elder is the best Shitty Kiss album. And I say, no, Carnival of Souls is the best Shitty Kiss album. Well, next week, 7 o'clock, we go hot at 6:30. Wait a minute, hold on. If Ed's on time.
Well, he had to get his haircut tonight.
I understand. Well, you know, when I get my haircut, I get it done before.
Well, when
Go ahead.
Barry drops him in a skull buster
I'm
on his
ready.
perfectly fine shaven fucking skull,
It's going to look great.
it's gonna look
It's gonna look
fantastic.
fantastic.
It will.
It will. Next week, we go hot at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Oh, hey, where's my vagina fucking?
You have a vagina thing?
Oh, they're right next to your empty beer cans.
Oh, this one.
There you
Yes.
go. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me
Thank
give
you.
this to Loki before
Thank you.
I pimp this out any
Yep.
further.
No, go ahead.
I got to.
Wow, that was really difficult for you, huh?
It was. Joey says, Music from the Elder is the best Shitty Kiss album. I say Carnival of Souls is the best Shitty Kiss album. We're going to do it.
I gotta agree with
We're
you.
gonna duke it out.
I gotta agree with you.
And I appreciate that, but we're going to have a 3-man team.
I'm going to listen to
you,
both.
And Eddie's going to listen to them
Yeah, but
both.
then he's gonna be on our team too. How's that fair?
It's not, because we're bringing a
You know
third
what?
member.
You know what? No,
onto the panel.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but because no, I agree that it's the shittiest album ever.
No, I'm saying what's the better Shitty Kiss album? Not
Carnival of
what's
Souls.
the shittiest.
No,
The
Carnival.
better Shitty Kiss album is Carnival of
No,
Souls.
absolutely.
I agree.
But because I didn't get to be with Joey on the
Yes.
last show, I will play devil's advocate
Benefit of the doubt.
and I will join Joey's team. How about that?
Okay, fair enough.
I will do my homework, and even though I don't like the Carnival of Souls, I will do my homework, and I will prove that the other album is worse.
Okay, so
And that's gonna be hard.
we're bringing in
That's gonna be hard.
third member of the debate team. Joey and I are going to debate. 3 people are going to decide. It has to be unanimous. 2 to 3, whatever. You got.
So
3
who's the other
people.
person?
Strikers McLynch is going to come here next Tuesday, and we're going
No.
to have.
No.
I
No,
originally
no,
had
I
Jim
can't do it.
Latimer.
I can't do it.
You got somebody else.
The only way he is able to even try, even attempt to sit at this table with us is if he opens.
All right. Well, Lynch, you heard it. You have to do the cold
If
open.
he doesn't open, he will get escorted out that door. No, I'm serious. He will get escorted out that door. I will move him to his car, and he will have to drive home from Dabo.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I think that is fair enough.
I'm gonna send
Cold
out.
open.
I'm gonna send out to.
He has
Joey.
1 week.
1 week. I get it. I'm gonna send out the rules, Robert's Rules of Order
Yep.
for debates. You have 3
And if
minutes
he
open.
fails,
Oh,
then you
Christ.
do not have a partner. Then me and Joey.
It's just me, you, and Eddie.
Yes.
Deciding.
No.
Well,
Eddie-
I'm not gonna be.
No, he's not in this. No, he's not in this.
horseshit.
No. No.
I'll take.
Lynch
I'm
is
gonna
your
take
partner
notes.
as of right
No,
now.
not a partner.
No, he is. He is.
No, he's not. I'm looking Joey versus Chris, and you three, Mike, Eddie,
No.
Lynch,
And I've already
decide
decided.
who's the winner.
I've already decided that I'm going to go on the side of Joey.
Well, you're fucking wrong.
Let's see. and the only way that you have a partner on your side right now.
I don't need a
no,
partner.
this is WWE. This is WWE rules
Oh
right now.
my God.
You see how we're working this
boy.
right
I'm
now?
so screwed
Oh,
right
you
now.
see how we're
It's-
working
it's
this right
not
now.
even funny.
The only way you can have him on your side is if he does a cold open.
I don't want anybody on my side. I'm going to convince you
You don't have to.
during that debate.
You can't
that
convince me.
Carnival is better than Elder.
See, but that's the point. I already know
You're
that
you're
Carnival
full of shit.
is the worst. I
You're
already
full
know
of
that.
shit.
No, I already know that.
Unmasked. You
I already
what?
know that.
This is the worst promo ever.
But
Oh my God!
But-
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
but I am actually going to be on Joey's side, and you have to prove
Why?
otherwise.
For what reason? Have you heard music from the Elder?
Yes.
Have you heard Carnival of Souls?
Yes, it's better than Carnival of Souls. Absolutely.
I'm done.
I agree with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Carnival of Souls is the worst Kiss album. Absolutely.
It's better than Elder, is what I'm saying. Fuck.
All right, then no.
I got nothing.
no.
Kiss debate battle royal
Seriously.
2019.
Oh my God. Next week, shittiest Kiss album. What's better? Carnival of Souls, my pick, or Joey Casada's pick, Music from the Elder. I got nothing.
We have to pick one of those two?
Yes. The two,
Why don't we get to pick? I don't get this, though.
because I'll explain it to. I'll
I
explain
guess
it next to-
historically, those are their worst albums.
according to the
Wait.
Kiss fandom. Go ahead, because I have one that's worse than that, but it's not. in
I
the
think
debate.
so, too.
Unmasked is worse.
Yes, it is.
Thank
Why don't
you.
we talk about this?
Because that's not what Joey and I were arguing about. And
But
that's
why
we're-
aren't we talking about this?
We'll bring it up when Joey comes on. Why are we
Let's not
talking
bring it
about
up.
So can I be the third one?
I don't want to listen to three.
Because I
Kiss
think
albums.
Unmask is the worst.
No, what we're saying. See, stop, timeout, offsides, clipping.
Well, actually, I can see Loki's point on that.
I do too. But we're talking about
Yes.
what's the better shitty Kiss album.
Oh, my God.
Well,
That's
no,
what we're
No,
saying.
this is good. A three-way discussion is good. At least
We'll throw a third. We'll throw a third
Unmasked
one in.
was shitty.
Unmasked was
Tell you what,
shitty.
It was shitty.
I'm gonna throw
Elder
in.
was shitty. Carnival of Souls was
Was
shitty.
shitty.
But what's the best shitty Kiss album?
Oh, my God. But best shitty is such an awkward.
I would throw Crazy Nights in the mix if it didn't have hits like Reason to Live, which I love.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll listen to all three. You guys can debate about
All right,
the
we're
album.
gonna write this down.
and I'll take
real quick.
notes.
Give me,
Yeah.
give me
I'll keep a
something.
scorecard,
Yep.
Yep.
Let's close it up. Close it up.
and I'll be the blind judge.
Okay, I'm writing these
I like
down.
that.
I am not a regular Kiss listener.
No, me neither.
I don't hate them. I don't
I
like
like
them.
Destroyer. That was my shit.
Destroyer was the best.
my shit.
Revenge,
Bro,
by the way.
you're revealing the set, bro.
All right, hold on. I'm writing these down for Eddie. Music from the Elder. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He's coming to sit down in the gimmick. We're gonna throw Unmasked. All right, Eddie. These are your 3 Kiss albums to listen to, beginning to end, all told. Now,
I am going to download them now on my title.
all right. Now, next week, and I have to. I when I leave here, I have to text Joey Casada and say we have a third we're going to do this. It's going to be fucking fantastic. I think it's going to be wonderful. So, Carnival of Souls, Music from the Elder, Unmasked. What is the best of the shitty Kiss albums?
All right, Carnival of Souls added to my collection.
All right,
Next.
good. Now, next. You have
Music
to get,
from the Elder.
Music from the Elder. I'm waiting. In here it is. Mike's in the executive washroom. Can make Schnabitz. Whatever. We're just...
Added to my collection.
All right, good. Which one do you have?
Yeah, as I say, there looks like there's two. Is there a deluxe?
Which one? Which one?
Music from the Elder.
Just add the basic one. The basic Music from the Elder, the original 1981.
Okay, I think one's remastered is what
Yes.
it is.
Yo,
Yes,
why
yes,
are we
that's
always
fine.
talking about what the shittiest fucking Kiss albums are? Why aren't we ever talking about what the shittiest, like, I don't know, Green Day albums are?
We can do that too.
Or
Because that's
like,
easy for me, all of them.
I agree with Eddie. For the first time ever, I agree with
Did you
Eddie.
see that? That was a fucking hell of a shot, dude. That was
Yes.
that was actually pretty fucking good. Tom Brady, eat your fucking heart out, baby.
Right?
White Wolf is back.
Next week,
Try again when September ends.
a three-headed monster, unmasked, Music from the Elder, Carnival of Souls.
And unmasked.
I just said unmasked.
Oh, you said.
I said a three-headed monster, unmasked.
Oh, I missed
Music
the
from
unmasked.
the Elder, Carnival of Souls.
I only picked up from music of the other. You're right.
Dude,
You're right. You're
we're
right.
gonna have so much
You're right.
fun, and for the first time, you're gonna get to talk to Joey Quesada.
Oh, I'm excited.
He's
I'm excited.
so fucking cool.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if you can see this little arrow thing that's showing that the albums are being downloaded.
Yes.
I will. I will say.
Listen
I
to
was
all
very.
three
I was very
albums.
happy with Barry today. Barry, mad beer up. I know you're straight edge, and we respect that.
I'm not.
I know you're not. You're totally not. I still think he drank my tiger beer.
And
If
I
I did, I would have told you.
totally didn't have 3 vodka sodas.
Well, he's staying here tonight, so
Right.
and hopefully he'll be here early next time.
Yeah, really on time, as it were.
Although I do like the green screen.
That's pretty
Did you see
good.
me threw it back there? That was pretty
I
cool.
like it.
Did you actually throw my slap thing? My hand?
We'll
No?
have more news on SummerSlam
No,
next
it's
week.
too close.
Oh, we will.
More news on SummerSlam next
We will.
week.
He'll be back. He'll be back. And if everything works out,
You better have so much. You better have
so much what?
Everything.
So much what?
about
let me hear it.
Unmasked.
Let me hear it.
About Unmasked.
Let me hear what-
why that is the best shitty Kiss album.
The best shitty Kiss album. Did you hear the questions I brought today?
I did.
Because you know I'm only 2 weeks back into this fucking shit
I know.
right now. So my shit's on fire right now. I'm like fucking Super Goku. Right now.
Y2L is a freight train.
I am.
I
I
am-
fucking am.
I am the
I talked
kid-
about that shit. It's called Resurrection for a reason, motherfucker. I came back from the dead. Bitch killed me. Bitch, where am I now?
I am the Kiss
Still
guru.
here.
You better
Still
bring
here.
your best.
Oh,
I know
will
you
bring it.
will. I know you will. You know what?
And-
Right up top.
I'm calling it right now. My decision must be final. You accept the tiebreaker.
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
but-
So Eddie's the tiebreaker.
But no. So
Because
we
the 3 of you each have an
right.
album.
But Lynch will also be here.
Yes.
But don't forget the deal. If Lynch can't open,
If
Lynch
Lynch
is
can't
out
do
the
an
door.
open, he's out the door.
He's done.
See ya.
No, I already said that. And you could twist the camera and show me booting his right out the door. He has 1 week to write a cold start, and it's not even gonna be cold. Like
No.
he could like literally write out the whole.
It can be
fucking
lukewarm.
Thing. It's gonna be like fucking.
Lukewarm,
It's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
microwave hot. Let's be honest. All right.
That's badass.
It really will. Guys, thank y'all very much. Please, I know we don't have a Patreon right now, right?
We do.
Still have
Oh, we
Patreon.
still have
up.
Patreon.
I didn't take it down yet.
Oh, good. Then fucking donate, you fucking cheap sons of bitches. Seriously.
You can
no,
donate to Anchor.
Throw that shit up on there or go to Anchor. And if you guys haven't actually went to fucking Amazon, I know you motherfuckers buying from Amazon. There is no excuse why you can't put the Loki and Jabroni show in there and then do all your shopping from that fucking site. There is no excuse. Zero. You have absolutely no zero.
And what's
There's-
better
there-
than
no.
what's better than seeing wrestling on TV?
Right? Hearing it here on the Logan Jabroni
No. Going to it,
live
and you can get tickets where?
from
LoganJabroni.com. Event tickets.
Bingo. And then you can go to that event and post those pictures on our website.
And furthermore,
We would love that shit.
yes, tomorrow night on the C&J Speed Review, we have truck racing. Ross Chastain, fantastic win. We have Martin Truex Jr. winning at Sonoma, which I thought Kevin Harvick would win. But, of course, anybody I'd root for this year in 2019 doesn't win. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mr. Invisible doesn't matter. Martin Truex Jr., fantastic. Check us out. C&J Speeder Review. Having said that, next week, Unmasked. I can't believe. You better download Unmasked and listen to that album and tell me why that's better than Carnival or Album.
I've already heard the album.
Oh,
I just told you I was
I
playing devil's advocate as to begin with. I agree with you.
I can't even.
No, I actually agree with you. I think Carnival of Souls is the worst, better
No,
album.
it's the best of the shitty Kiss
right,
albums.
right. That's what I'm saying. The better
So
of
we're rating
the worst.
the best of them. We're not rating the
Right.
worst.
Right.
No.
The best of the worst. These are the three worst.
The three worst Kiss albums.
So, like,
Which is
if,
the best
if
of
you
the
had to
best.
go back to three of your ex-girlfriends, right?
Oh,
there
this is
there you
gonna
go.
hurt.
No, that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Which one's the best of the worst?
Which
of them?
one is the there you go.
I get
Bingo.
it.
Ding,
Wow.
ding, 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 ding.
This is gonna hurt.
And bitches, stay the fuck off of social media. And don't think you're slick. Like, we know what the fuck you're doing. And
Let me
guys,
ask-
you think you're slick.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Revenge. Kiss album.
Love it. Love it.
A plus, right?
Oh, yeah.
Destroyer. Kiss album.
A plus.
A plus, right?
Yeah.
Unmasked.
See, what you're trying to do right now, I don't appreciate it because I agree with you. Like, I do agree with you. It's the better of the worst.
What's the
But-
best shitty Kiss album? That's what we're. That's what we're
Let's save
going
it for the Kiss show.
We're about to
Yes.
find out. Tune in next week.
Guys, thank you so much. Visit the website. Visit all our affiliates. Order something. Amazon. Come on.
Prove you guys are woke.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. Love
Earth
you guys.
is round.